Jesus walks a lot, echoes in the dark. Gunny chief sharp, leaves the gamers mark. Mayo drip smooth, the controller spark. Horrible gamers, we ignite the art. Pixel dreams stitched into the code. Lagging through the chaos every episode. Loading up the laughter, stories unfold. Joystick kings, legends never grow. Press start, no pause, this is the crew. Jesus, Gunny, Mayo coming through. Horrible gamers, where the gamers groove. Plug in, tune out, let's make a move.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 515. We record on June the 22nd, 2026. I am one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Live. Today I'm joined by my co-host from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief Henley Merrill is back. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
I'm here. I haven't left. What's up, guys?
I thought I got rid of you, but it didn't work.
You tried. Yeah, like I was laid off for a while.
I tried. And from Little Big Ohio, the mayor, Steve Willier is back. Welcome back, Steve. Welcome.
Hey, Jesus, how's it going? Long time no chat, right?
Dude, I haven't spoken to you in like years, it feels like.
I know, right? Like,
when you go speaking to someone every week, like on a weekly basis, like you like get together with them and you legit have a conversation with them every week, and then you go like months without talking to them, it like feels like a long time after a while.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's been a long
text,
time.
right? We text each other, but we don't really
but like I
get
don't
on the
like
old telephone.
Yeah, I mean I call mail once in a while, but like it's not the same. It's not the same mail, okay? The mayo I get over there is like corporate mayo, and this mayo is like the real mayo.
We get to see him physically.
All right, the other mayo is that
web cameras.
Whipped cream. The other one is the whipped cream.
The Miracle Whip one.
Miracle Whip fucking shit. Yeah, this one is the real mayonnaise right here. Yeah. Welcome back, fellas. Good to have y'all back. Good to have the listeners back. Hopefully they're still here. I don't know. They may have left. It might just be us talking to each other for a few hours here with nobody listening, guys. But we're back. I know people have been asking, where have we been? This is the number one question. What the fuck happened? Well, let me tell you what happened. Life happened, pretty much. Just been really busy lately. Haven't really had time to get together with these guys and record. I've been fucking busy as hell, dude, and I apologize for that. A lot of it is my fault because I don't get together with you guys and tell you what's going on, and you guys are like, what do we do? And I'm like, I'm not there. So I get it. You guys are just like,
well,
okay.
we're all very busy, it seems like here lately.
So it sucks, but yeah, I apologize for that. But yeah, man, life's still going, everything's still good. I'm sort of settled into the new place. I moved back in, was it early May I moved? It was right after the last show that I did. We had to move. So then, yeah, we moved. And then, so we're settled in now for the most part. And we're ready to get the show rolling again here and get back to it. And the last few weeks, lots of things have happened. We've had, pretty much like the fake E3, right? The fake one.
Yeah.
That sort of happened in the last few weeks.
The Hobo E3? I don't know. Yeah, that's the ghosts. But Jeff Keighley's got the summer game show thing going, so that's still a thing.
Yeah, but it really wasn't that good. I mean, all these games, I was kind of. We'll talk about this later. I'll give you my opinions on these game shows, but. We also had new games come out, right? In the last few months here. We've had 007 come out. A few other titles came out. So yeah, we're here to talk about a lot of stuff we've been playing, stuff we've been doing. Real quick, I'll just say what I've been playing because I've been playing a lot of the same stuff, guys. So pretty much you all know the staples here. Battlefield, still playing that pretty hard. I'm addicted to that game. I played a lot of Marathon Season 1. I'll give it this. I played pretty much the entirety of Marathon Season 1. And Season 2, I went back into Season 2 And they really, I feel like they sort of dropped the ball with season 2. They should have introduced a whole new map. What they did instead was turn one of the regular maps into like a nighttime map. So it's like the same map, but dark, you know? And it doesn't feel really different. The game kind of does shine a little bit in the nighttime map. I feel like the game maybe originally should have launched with all nighttime maps because, in my opinion, the game, when you're playing solo, it feels like a horror game, honestly, because the audio design in the game from the perspective of a solo player, when you're playing alone and you don't have no one chatting in your ear, giving call outs about, hey, there's a guy over here, I saw somebody over here, you're very jumpy about everything, right? You're kind of just watching all the corners, you're trying to get to the area, and everything makes you jump, like the robots, everything, kind of like the sound design that they have in the game is really well done, really creepy. And in the nighttime map, they even added like these shadows that are kind of like, I want to say they're like shadows of like runners, like the other, like, you know, because your character is called a runner, a shell runner, or a runner, you have a shell or whatever. So there was a few matches actually that I was playing in the nighttime match where like I climbed up this thing and I'm kind of going through like a tunnel, right? And the tunnel only has like one way out, which is the end of the tunnel. And I'm looking at it and I kind of see a shadow run by. And I'm like, was that a fucking person? And I run up there and I look around the corner and it's gone. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
You're seeing things, man.
and then it happened again. I'm like, this is a feature. I'm like, that's a feature of the game. They have like these like shadows that are like run across the screen every once in a while or whatever. It makes you kind of like flip out, think that there's an enemy there or whatever. It's really well done and it's really creepy. And I think that the game really would have enhanced its creepy factor with that if they would have just launched with the nighttime maps. I think it would have been cool. But people would have
So it
complained.
just had like a nighttime feature for all the maps or whatever, but separately, of course.
No,
Is that
I
what you
think
mean?
they should have just had all nighttime maps. It would have made the game more intense, I feel like. But yeah, so right now they only have, I think there's one nighttime map. So yeah, and I really haven't gone back to season 2 because, of course, like any other extraction shooter, they will erase everything you have. So everything I had from season 1, all my weapons, my gear, my stuff that I had in my vault was gone, of course. And then they reset your rank back to 1, and then they reset all your missions. So all the missions that you've already did for these contractor companies or whatever that you have to level up individually to buy stuff from, all those missions get reset back to 1. You don't have to do the intro mission. That one's kind of completed for you, but all the other missions from there on you have to redo. So it's like kill 5 enemies and throw a grenade at this and, you know, activate this alarm over here and escape the room or whatever. Like all these missions have to be redone. And I'm like, I kind of don't want to do that, you know? So I'm kind of, I fell off of it hard, I want to say. But season 1 was cool. I hope they figured they get the feedback that they should be getting from the season 2 players to make season 3 more enticing and fresh to bring players back, because that game really has lost its player base. I feel like, especially on the PC, the player base is just not there, dude. I mean, compared to other shooters, this game is very low on the list of how many concurrent players it has on a daily basis. I mean, at season 2 launch, it had, I think, like 28,000 players, and now it's at 1,000, like 1,500 at most. So that's a big drop, 28,000 to 1,500. I mean, that's a lot of players you lost, you know. And even from the launch of the game, I think the launch concurrent players at launch was like 80,000 or something like that, and it dropped down to the single, like to like the under double digits, you know. So it's like, what's going on, Bungie? Like, you guys are obviously something's not clicking with the players, that they don't like it, or something's not enticing them to come back to this, and they need to hopefully figure it out. I think they will eventually, but I don't know. Like at some point, you know, maybe Sony gives them 2 more seasons. I would say maybe 3 more seasons, and if they don't get their shit together by like season 5 completely, I think that game will be done. I honestly think that Bungie they're gonna pull the cord on them. Sony is. I have
100%. Yeah.
No doubt in my
Uh,
mind that they're going to, especially because they just kind of pulled the cord on Destiny 2, right? Themselves. They said, okay, Destiny 2 is done. So now
Yeah, it
we
was like the
are.
last update, right? That they, but hey, it's kind of nearing its end anyway. But
But that's the
yeah,
cool thing about that is if you get Destiny 2 now with all the DLC, everything is there for you. Everything.
that's
They say
true. Yeah,
everything that you ever wanted to do in Destiny is you're able to achieve it and do it now because all the weapons are there, all the missions are there, everything is there for you in one big package. Whereas before they had seasons and stuff where everything was kind of locked behind a season. Now everything is just there in the game. So like you want to play this game and like grind out thousands of hours in Destiny 2, you can right now because everything is in one package now. Everything is there, you know. And now that the I guess the support for it is gone, they're saying, well, everything is here. Like the player base actually grew because players went back to it and they were like, holy crap, all this content is here. This game is really fun and it's really fleshed out. It's well done. Like it's complete. It's everything is here. We don't gotta wait for nothing. All the DLC is here. We can play this forever. And a lot of players are going back to it now and really enjoying Destiny 2, whereas Marathon is not getting the same love that
well, and then also, I don't have high hopes, Jesus, because there is reportedly going to be. Again, this is just a report. Nothing has been, substantiated. But I think it's like 300 Bungie employees are set to be laid off this summer. But again, that's just a rumor.
so
But they have a
they're,
lot,
laying,
right? Don't they have
they're,
a lot?
they're laying off half of their entire staff, 50%.
Yikes. Man, it sounds like Sony is sunsetting this studio. That's,
In my opinion, I
don't
think
know.
they are. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, I mean, it's really crazy because if you think about back in the day when Sony acquired Bungie, they bought Bungie for $3.5 billion. It was like 3.6 billion. At the time, Bungie was apart from Microsoft for a while, and they had made Destiny 1, and they made Destiny 2, and both of those games had already launched, and they were losing money hard. Bungie was actually when they got sold when Sony came in and bought them. Word on the street is that Bungie was losing a lot of money already. Like they were not, and they were in the red. They were not doing good here. Like they were losing money hard, and they somehow convinced Sony that they were worth $3.5 billion, which saved them and kept them
Right.
going. I think Sony could have paid a lot less for that studio. Honest, in my opinion, Sony could have paid at most $1 billion. But
Guys,
they paid $3.5 billion. That's a lot of money, dude.
something I forgot about, Jesus, but do you remember, and I vaguely remember it, but it might have been before Sony purchased them, that I think it was, so just before they purchased them, they had some kind of, I don't know, it could have been like a Chinese investor at the time, and then they had a deal with Activision where it was on the freaking whatever, the Activision launcher, the Blizzard launcher. Was that a thing? I totally forgot about that. So they weren't on Steam, if I remember correctly. And I think that was just before, kind of between, when they were on their own. And I don't know. I wasn't sure. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what crazy thing is? Like Sony could have turned around and used that money to buy a different studio. They could have bought Eidos Montreal. They could have bought a bunch of other studios. They could have bought From Software. They could have bought other studios that I think would have delivered more games at a faster pace than what Bungie has. Because Bungie, since Destiny 2, they've made Marathon. That's it. That's all they've made. So you're telling me in the 6 years now that they've been with Sony, all they made is Marathon. So if I was Sony, I'd be looking at them like, all right, guys, what the fuck's going on here? Like, you guys made one game. You guys made one game, and we're losing players. What the fuck? The fuck's the deal here? You know what I mean? Like what's going on? I would be questioning it. I would. If I was the CEO of Sony, I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing with this company? Why the fuck are they not making games? How do we have like all these other studios making cool ass Spider-Man games and shit? And you got these guys that release one fucking extraction shooter that's not even getting the players. Like, what do they do?
And didn't that CEO, he stepped down like a year ago or something?
They have a CEO. They whatever that Japanese guy was, new guy. And the thing is,
Well, no,
Like,
it was the former white dude or whatever that left, because he
well,
came
yeah,
with the studio. Yeah.
yeah, he left. But like I'm saying, like the fucking, what I'm saying is like, if this is what you do, this is your strong suit, shooters. Why is this shooter not getting the players? What did you do wrong here? You did something wrong where the players aren't coming. So what is it? You got to figure it out real quick. And I would tell,
Yeah.
like I said, Bungie, like I said, I think they have their days numbered if they don't know how to turn this ship around.
Right.
Season 3
Yes.
better fucking slap, dude. Because if it doesn't, they're screwed. They're fucking screwed. They're not gonna survive a long time, and it's sad, but it's the truth of the business, man.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of what happens. Look at fucking Ninja Theory with their bullshit ass fucking Senua's Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, and Senua's Saga and shit. They fucking just haven't delivered. And Sony and Microsoft is like, we're done. We're done. Your studio is shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So did you guys? So what did you guys think? I know it's not like a news article we're reading now, but so you guys do know that when they showed that at the Xbox showcase, that was supposed to entice investors, right, or a potential buyer. So that was not for us. That was confirmed. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but
What
that
was
sounds.
what was supposed to entice a new buyer?
So Senua Saga 3 or whatever the hell they're calling it. That was shown at the Xbox showcase. I never watched it, by the way. So yeah, that was actually shown for other investors. So they already knew, I guess some at the top already knew that was supposed to be like, that's who it was for. They already knew they were getting shut down. So, or potentially or whatever.
Like, yeah, in my opinion, like, good on Microsoft. They're realizing their mistakes. Their mistakes was they spent all this fucking money on studios that aren't delivering. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think the other one too was, remember I kept saying head scratcher on State of Decay 3, which I guess is still happening allegedly, because of the trailer that they showed or whatever. And so I guess what we found out too through the news is that trailer that they put out like 3 or 4 years ago was not even made by them. It was just show something. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I can't believe they didn't shut this. Well, when I say shut the studio down, 5 years ago, but it's been 9 years since State of Decay 2 or some crazy shit. But yeah, I do want a State of Decay 3. I really do. But
I do too. I'm a fan of the series, right? I love State of Decay. I love the first one. I really
right,
enjoyed
the fast gameplay.
One.
Yeah, it's indie. It's great. Yeah,
good. I liked it. I wouldn't say it's indie anymore. I mean, they got fucking Microsoft behind them, but like I said, if you're not delivering, at some point these companies have to look and say, we got to cut the fat here. This is way too many people we have employed and not enough money being made. We're losing money here. Like, what the fuck do we do? What do? You either increase prices or start firing people. Like, that's what you got to do, right? Like, you're closing stuff down, like saying, no, you're not working on this fucking project. We're done with this project. You're going to work on the shit we're telling you to go work on fucking Fable, all right? You want a fucking job? Go work over there. You're not working at this studio anymore. This studio doesn't exist. And that's what they should be doing, shifting their people around. You know what I mean? They got a lot 100%. Of talent. They obviously have a lot of talented people over there at Microsoft Studios. And I'm talking about the Xbox Studios as a family. You got all the people that work from Activision. You got all the people that came from all these other fucking studios they bought, Bethesda and shit. If I was them, I'd be combining some of these people and saying, all right, look, man, you know what? Fable. All right, we got Fable. That's our big fucking game, all right? We really can't fuck this one up. Yeah. This game can't be fucked up. If we fuck this up, the fucking franchise is dead. Because that's the fact. If they fuck up Fable 4, there will not be a Fable 5. Simple as that. Fallout can afford a few fuck-ups, right? They can afford to release a shitty Fallout because people will forgive them if they turn around and say, hey, we got an Elder Scrolls coming, and then we got the next Fallout coming. Yeah, we really fixed our mistakes, guys. They can really afford to do that. Yes. Fable can't. Fable
they're established.
Fable hasn't been relevant since 2009 or 2008 when the last one came out. 2009, 2008, Mayo, I was still in fucking high school.
Yeah, I haven't really even played a real Fable game, honestly. Like,
think about it. I was in fucking high school back then. Like, that's a long fucking time ago, guys. All right. Like,
yeah,
it's And I wasn't even like a senior in high school. I was like a fucking freshman or sophomore or some shit. Like I was like hella young. Like what the fuck? Like so that means that franchise releases a new game. Guess what? If you fuck this up, it's gonna be bad news for that franchise. Guess what? There will probably never ever be a Fable 5. It just will not happen. Same with like like Gears of War, they can afford to fuck up a Gears of War. They can afford to say, all right, we fucked up the last one, whatever, with the younger fucking guy and the chick and the other guy. Yeah, we fucked that one up a little bit. You know what? We're going to release this new one, but we're bringing back the original people, like the original Marcus Phoenix and shit, and we're going back old school. Yeah, and then that is cool as fuck. They can afford to do that because Gears of War has been releasing on a consistent basis more than fucking all these other games. But like, what if they fuck up the next Halo, dude? Like, you know what I mean? The last one wasn't that good.
Yeah,
This new one,
I mean, that
this
may be the end
remake,
of it, right? Like if they mess up the next
yeah,
Halo, that one might be done as well. Like
exactly. Like the next one looks good. The remake of the original campaign Evolved or whatever. That looks really good. It looks like they're doing it in Unreal Engine 5 or some shit. It looks like real. Like it's insane the graphical upgrade to it looks like a new game pretty much. From what I've seen of like the comparison and graphics or whatever, it literally looks like a new game, completely new game. That's how different it looks. So I'm like, okay, I get that being remade. Your people loved Halo. Cool. You're remaking that, cool. But what about Halo 6? What's going on with that, guys? If they fuck Halo 6 up,
Yeah.
what the fuck's gonna happen to Halo? It's done. It's irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, so these companies really got to get their shit together, especially nowadays, because gaming is not cheap right now. It is one of the most expensive hobbies out there, dude. Literally, it is. If you're talking about buying a new console, it's expensive as hell right now. Like the cheapest console is the Switch 2 at $500. That is the cheapest one at $500, guys.
Right.
With $80 games. Like that's expensive as fuck if you think about it, like in terms of like just even in terms of 6 years ago when we had the Xbox Series S at $300 at launch. Now these things are costing $500 at launch. And the new Xbox, the Series S is what, like, that one might be $450 or $550 or whatever.
That's
But
insane. Yeah.
it's insane, dude. Think about it. That thing was $300 6 years ago.
So Jesus, I don't know if you know, but our Steam Deck, we got the same Steam Deck, right? We got the OLED
Yeah.
2 terabytes, or is it 2 terabytes?
I got
Yeah.
I think the one.
Maybe it is the 1 terabyte, but how much did we pay for those? I think we paid like $550.
Yeah, it was
Something like that.
$550. Yeah.
Dude, no, it might have been 600 because now those things are almost $1,000. They recently increased the price,
Wow.
like $200.
I would never pay that for that. Ever.
No,
Ever.
I wouldn't have
I don't
bought
give a
it. No.
As much as I like the Steam Deck that I have, not in no fucking world, Mayo, would I ever justify paying $1,000 for that thing.
Not for a fucking
No way.
handheld. I don't know.
Ain't no fucking way. I don't give a fuck if I can dock that shit, if I can take a shit with it. I don't give a fuck what I could do with it. I don't care. I'm not fucking spending $1,000 on a gaming thing. Like, no way, dude. That's not justifiable.
Yeah, at a lower, power device at that much. Yeah, it seems.
No way,
But I don't know.
dude.
Later, we do have a news article about a new device coming out. So with a price, and we'll talk about that later.
But yeah, so yeah, anyways, that was my rant about Marathon. That was a long rant, but it's the facts. Is they're losing players and they are not figuring it out. They don't know what's going on. I mean, what's the player count right now? I'm gonna look it up because can guarantee it's not. I wouldn't say it's past 2,500.
The other thing that I wonder, so Jesus, I wonder about this. I've got a question for both of you. So since I like Twitch and I do watch a lot of Twitch and I'll watch random stuff, new games, like I like to see the raw gameplay, right? Not so much the review. And I try to look at everything or whatever, but I've been seeing Marathon at 1,000 views. So it's been pretty consistent. Is that enough? Not enough? Right. So I wonder if developers and studios, do they wonder if they look at those or as any kind of barometer of anything?
I guarantee you they do. They're probably looking at it as a barometer of how popular it is with kids. Like,
yeah, there's got to be some
how popular
analytic,
is
right?
this shit? Yeah, how popular is
Yeah.
this shit with the casuals? Yeah, there's
You're right.
some.
How is the player engagement or even the viewer
Yeah,
engagement? Yeah.
yep.
Potential customers.
Yeah, because those are potential customers. The people that are viewing the game are potential customers. If they don't own the game, they might end up buying it because of something that happens in the game that they're watching. That they're like, oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
So right now it has 10,000 players, which is a lot more than I thought was gonna have. But like even 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago on June 3rd, they had 40,000 players. So it's like, what? No, it's just been going down since June 3rd, all the way down to now, which is like 10,000 players. But we'll see, man. I don't know. Maybe, I enjoy the game. It's not a bad game. That's the problem that I have with it, is that it's not a bad game at all. I just wish they would have done a little bit more with season 2 to change it up from season 1, and they really didn't. I'm hoping they really do some more changes in season 3 to really make it stand out more. They did add like a new runner, which he has some cool abilities, but they didn't do enough to change things around, which I hope they really do in the next season because they need to. Yeah. Anyways, besides all that, I've of course have played. What else did I play? I played some Crimson Desert. Played quite a bit of that. I haven't gone back to it. Actually, no, that's a lie. I went back to it today. I launched it on my portal because I do have it on the PS5. So I launched it on the portal, and I forgot how awesome the combat is in that game. Like when you just go up to a group of guys and start fucking everybody up with your sword, it's so fucking cool. It just feels awesome. It's like, holy crap. Like, what the fuck? I just fucked like 20 guys up right now, and I fucking like splitting their fucking guts open and shit. Like,
it's pretty so much fun.
The combat is pretty fluid. I was having fun with that, and I really enjoy Crimson Desert. That's a game that I kind of fell off of it because of Marathon and, of course, Battlefield and, of course, 007. But now I'm going to go back to it since I'm done with most of those games.
Are you?
I'm really going to go into it now again.
Are you playing, or how much of the story are you doing versus the side mission stuff?
Not much, honestly. I get sidetracked by everything, dude. I can't focus. I lose focus on the mission real quick, Gunny. I'll be walking, and some guy will like walk up to me. Hey, I have this note for you.
Yeah.
And then I open the note, and it's like, meet me at the cave over here. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, oh, I gotta go find this cave now, guys. Sorry, I had to go save this town.
Right. You keep going with your broken leg. Yeah.
I'll be back to save the town later, guys. I got a message from a crazy guy in a fucking, in a weird hood that met me in the forest and said he had a note for me. And then he disappeared. I don't know where he went. I gotta go find this cave now and meet this witch or whatever the fuck is in there that's trying to lure me there. And it's so much fun just doing that shit because you dude, like this game is massive as fuck, Gunny. Like the map is insanely huge, and there's so much difference in the map. Like that's what I love about it. That everywhere I go, I feel like I'm in like a new place. Like oh, I got so much to explore here. Even though I haven't left the main area, like the Hernand Castle area. Like I've been in that area mostly, like the Green Deserty area. But dude, there's been moments, Gunny, where I ventured all the way out to the desert, where the other place, the other city, I forget what it's called.
Is it Payloon or the one to the right? Denise or whatever the hell. I know. I keep saying Denise. That's fucking Red Dead.
No, it's called Demenis or
Demenis.
Demenis or something. I went there, dude. I literally was like, you know what? I'm gonna go here. And I just put a marker on the map. It was all foggy, and I'm like, I'm going here. And I just started going that way. And it just kept going. And it took me like 25 fucking minutes in real life to ride my horse all the way over there. And then by the time I got close to the town, I was getting attacked by crazy guys on lizards. Like they didn't have horses, they had lizards. I'm like, what the fuck? These guys are on fucking dinosaurs and shit. What the fuck am I doing over here with the horse and armor? These guys are like riding dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah, you'll get wrecked over there hard.
Yeah, and but I did make it to the town. I made it to the town, and I found a horse guy that sells stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. So I kind of unlocked that town. I unlocked the fast travel point there. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna fast travel back to Hernand and go the other way. And then I went up to the mountains, and I was up in the mountains doing crazy shit up there, and I ended up getting attacked by some bears.
Oh
And,
yeah, you watch out for the dudes riding bears, man. They'll eat you. Those bears will. Yeah, once they get a hold of you.
Then I ended up on on top of these mountains, right? I was like, I'm gonna go to this point, and I was up on top of these like cliffs, dude. I'm climbing up there, climbing up these mountains, all the way to the very tip top of the mountain, and then climb down the mountain to the next one, go up that mountain. Then I was up there, dude, and I found like a base of like those the Bear Clan or whatever the fuck they're called. Like
those are the guys that initially attacked you.
Yeah,
in the
those
beginning
guys.
of the
I
game.
found their base, like some of their bases up there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it said like hostile territory. And I kill like this group of guys, and then I walk up the mountain, and I'm in a base, like a huge base, Gunny. There's like probably like 100 enemies in that fucking base just chilling. And I'm like, oh fuck. I sorry guys. I like kind of like fell in there, you know? It was kind of like a movie. Like I kind of just fell in there.
Yeah, because you could fly in, you know.
And then
Yeah.
I got up, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm surrounded by all these guys. Like, what the fuck? So I started trying to fight them all, and then like some big ass guys came out. They looked like they almost looked like bears themselves. They were huge guys came out.
What
And
are
I'm
those, like ogres, or I don't know what they are.
I don't know what the fuck they were. They were big though, and I was like, you know what? I gotta run. Bye guys. I fucking took off running, and I jumped off the side of the castle into the mountains, and I flew down, and I ended up in some other camp that was like because you know, like I don't know if you noticed this, Gunny, but all like the big bases or whatever, or like big forts or bases that are in the game, they have like sub bases like near them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that they have
like-
those.
like-
I was doing
yeah,
that
so
today.
It's kind of like in real life where you have like the giant fort, but then like maybe in front of the giant fort, a few miles out, you'll have like a like little mini fort. Then you have like another little mini one over here, kind of like protecting the big one, you know? Now,
Yeah.
and I kept running into
And
those
they-
motherfuckers. I'm like, what the fuck?
I feel like
That's
that's
cool.
kind of the bulk of it in some ways, like with some of
Yeah.
the medium-sized bases where you'll fight them around the base. I mean, you could just go straight into it if you want, but you
Yeah.
fight all the guys, and it's nice how they kind of filter them in so there's not like 50 at you at once. Like you might fight 10, and then 3 guys will come running, 4 guys will come running. And then I usually just take care of all those guys first. Like I want to make sure I 100% this sucker. And then like you can go up to the gate and then use your force powers to lift the freaking
Yeah.
gate up or whatever. And then you go take care of the rest inside.
Yeah, the game is really cool though. I love the NPCs are super well like made, and I like it. It's a really good game. Crimson Desert is honestly like I want to say almost like a fresh breath air in the gaming world for me, because it's so good for like a action adventure RPG type game. You know, it really isn't an RPG really. Because I mean, it is, but it isn't. It really is like an action. It feels like an Assassin's Creed kind of, but more RPG.
I've got over 120 hours in this game, Jesus. That's
It's
all
so
I ever
good.
play.
It's
I put
so
a
good,
lot of
though, huh?
time.
I
A
bet
lot
you're
of time into
way-
this. Yeah.
You're probably
I thought
way
about picking it
further.
up a couple times and I haven't, and I'm like, maybe I should.
You should get it on the. You know, when the summer sale hits Steam Mail, I would get it maybe, or get it on your console, whatever. You have a PS5, get it on that. It runs pretty good on the PS5. I mean, I was the PS5 Pro, so it probably runs better than normal, but it still runs good. I would guarantee that it runs probably perfectly fine on the regular PS5. But yeah, good game. I really like Crimson Desert. Besides that, though, I did finish 007 just the other day. Thursday I finished it, I think, or Wednesday or something like that.
How long did it take you?
Not long. It's not a very long game. It has about, I want to say, 11 chapters in it, maybe 12 in total if you count like the very last one. Pretty cool little story. It does get kind of repetitive though. Something that I don't like about the game is that it's very linear, very, very, very linear, very linear. Like a lot of the missions present you almost like, oh, you have all these ways to do it, but you don't really have all those ways to do it. You kind of have to just follow the main way to do it, and that's kind of how they all end up. You know what I mean?
Is it?
It's not a Hitman, not at all. I
So
thought it was
is
going
it?
to be more like Hitman. It's not.
Do you get to? Is it like a? Well, I guess same makers from Hitman, right? From is that Eidos?
Yeah, same makers.
So Jesus, do you get to like if you complete a chapter, do you get to go back and complete that chapter again? Is it like, or does it just take you to mission 2 or whatever?
It just takes you
Chapter
to mission
2.
2. It's just a story. It takes you to chapter 2. Chapter 2 stars. It takes you to chapter 3 when that's over. It takes you to chapter 4. It takes you to chapter 5.
Yeah, I wasn't
the
sure if
game-
it was like a true Hitman where it says, "Oh, you can go back again and do it a different way," or
you
or sneak through, or
can.
kill everybody, or
You can. I mean, so the game presents you two ways to do things. You can either do everything stealthy and try to do most things stealthy, but there's a lot of times where you just really don't have that option. They just kind of put a lot of enemies at you, and like it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to shoot all these guys. Like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna sneak past 70 guys with shotguns, and they're all looking for me. And there's no way, dude. And it's just always turns into a gunfight. And the problem with that is that the guns don't have a lot of ammo. Every gun you pick up has like 10 bullets or some dumb shit like that. Like, oh, I picked up a submachine gun. It only has one magazine. Oh, well, that technically that kind of makes sense, but like, okay, so I use this gun up. Now I got to throw it at this guy's face, go knock him out, take his gun, and keep shooting the other guys. And
John Wick, baby.
It feels like a John Wick kind of, yeah, when you go throw a gun
Or
at
a Resident Evil Hitman. Yeah.
Like you throw the gun at the guy's face and you run at him and then you punch him a little bit and then you do like a takedown thing and it kind of like you take his gun out of his holster or out of his hands and like now you have his gun and you shoot him and you shoot the other guys and then you keep going. It's okay. I mean, I like the game, but I don't like the game. It's just a weird situation where I thought I was gonna really like this game, and I am at like a meh. Like I had a good experience playing it, but could I have would I've been fine without it? Yes, completely. Like it's not a you must buy this game. I recommend it if you want a linear game that has some cool little spice shit in it. Not a lot of it, some of it. And it has all your completely typical 007 tropes. All of them. All of them, Gunny. Think of everything you've seen in 007. It's like that. It really is. It has the whole fucking, oh, he meets the girl that's mysterious. Oh, she's also a spy or something. Oh, is she helping me?
Does he sleep with her? Right?
Oh, yeah,
He's got to
of
sleep
course
with
he does.
he's got to
Of
shag
course.
him, baby.
Of course he does. He fucks every girl he sees that he likes. And then he's like, oh, is this girl helping me or is she using me to get to the thing that I'm trying to get to? It's always that bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And the game ends on that note where like the whole thing is you're trying to get like this super computer AI. It's like a fucking quantum computer or something that you have to shut down and you go and you shut it down and then you have to shut down the other because there's two of them. You have to shut down the other one. And then at the end, the girl makes off with the chip that was in the computer or whatever, like the motherboard or whatever the fuck. She takes off with it. And the game ends on that note. We're like, oh, she took off with it. I gotta find her now. And that's how the game ends. So like the next game is obviously going to be like, oh, now you're hunting this girl down and she's the bad guy or whoever she worked for was the bad guy. She's not really the bad guy. She was just working with them. You know what I mean? And it's going to be
the Russian spy.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Israeli spy. I don't know what she was because I don't know. She was Russian, Israeli, fucking American. I don't fucking know what she was. She was a spy for somebody and she stole the shit that you needed for herself, for her employer. Who the fuck hired her? I don't know who hired her.
He's a multi-trillionaire from Croatia.
Yeah, some bullshit like that, all right? And then, of course, like...
He mines Bitcoin for a living.
Yeah, the fucking game just has...
keep it 20... You gotta keep it current, man.
The game has, like, stupid... Like, it has driving sections, but they're the dumbest driving sections I've ever had in a fucking game. Like, ever. Like, it's kind of... I don't know. Like I said, it's mid. It's a mid game, all right, guys? It's mid.
It's a
It's so high.
7.5. I like those, so get it down to $40 and I'll buy it.
No, it's mid, Gunny. It's more like a 6. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a 7.
Well,
It's more of a 6. It's not terrible. It's playable. It's good. It's completely playable. Nothing that I came across that was broken, but it's not that. I mean, it's fun, but like it's not the funnest. It was cool being 007 for a little bit, and it starts
Bond,
off.
James Bond.
The game starts off where, like he's not James Bond in the beginning. You're like a regular, like I don't know, like a soldier on like a helicopter. You're like part of the helicopter crew, and you're dropping off like these fucking SAS special forces on an island to do a mission. Of course, all the helicopters get shot down, and you're the only survivor. And then MI6 gets on the radio, Gunny, and they're like, "Hey, this is MI6, and we're taking over this mission. You need to listen to what we tell you." So then you like do the thing for them, and then they're like, "Hey, you did a really good job back there, kid. We're gonna train you to become a spy." So then you got like a whole like the whole first part of the game, like the first 3 chapters. I want to say 3 or maybe 3 chapters are you literally training to be a spy. So you're doing like fucking like fight training, driving training, shooting training. All right, now we're gonna train you in this simulation where you got to go through this thing and capture the flag before the other team does, before the other spy does, or whatever. You have to do it in a better time or whatever. So then you do that. There's a bunch of random shit like that in the beginning, which was kind of like cool because it really makes you feel like, okay, I'm learning how to become a spy. But then like half of that shit you don't even really use in the game. So I'm like, what the fuck was the point of me learning all that if like none of that ever really happened in the game? Like the whole driving thing. There was like, I want to say maybe 2 high speed chase sequences in the game. And one of them was like chasing a dude in a car through like a countryside. And you're chasing him down and like it was pretty simple, man. It's pretty like linear shit.
Do you think after playing all the way through this game and what you experienced, I mean, the way you're making it sound like to me is that maybe they cut some things in this game, right? That's what it sounds like, right? Especially with training missions.
Maybe they thought like, we got too much bullshit in this game. We gotta trim it down. It's too confusing or it's too much shit. We gotta make it dumber for the dumb people to be able to play this. Or something. Literally, that's what it felt like. Because a lot of it is quick time sequences. It's pretty stupid. It's like, oh yeah, here we go, another fight. There, I will say, I did fail. Like, there's like boss fights where you have to like literally like fist fight a boss. Like you don't shoot them. You usually always fist fight people. And you're fist fighting like a boss, and like they'll fuck you up. And they fucked me up a couple of times where I died, and I had to relaunch and try to die. I'm like, all I gotta do is dodge this guy. That's all I got. And I would always forget about the dodge. I'm like, all I have to do is dodge this motherfucker, and he'll never hit me ever. What am I doing? Why am I not doing
like
this?
Indiana Jones, yeah, you had to dodge.
Yeah, literally, yes.
Could block some of those hits.
Yes, it's literally just like Indiana Jones combat, where you're fighting the big guys and they're coming at you and they're gonna tackle you. So you gotta dodge them because you can't block the guy tackling you. You can't like elbow him in the head or something when he's coming at you. You gotta like move out of the way or whatever. Like, yeah, that's stupid shit. So that stuff was like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing here? Like I would always forget about that, and then I'd remember, oh, I just gotta dodge this shit and I'll be fine. And that's kind of how it went. And yeah, so yeah, it was okay game. I wish I could say like it was amazing, but it wasn't. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't check. Yeah,
It
I haven't
really
gotten it yet. I'm gonna wait.
I'm kind of sad about it, man. Like it really just kind of.
That's another one. I was looking at the reviews. I was kind of like, not really looking through reviews. Like I watched a quick video. I think maybe like on the PlayStation Store or something, right? And it was like all these showing like, you know, it shows like one screenshot and it shows like all the major review companies like, you know, like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I'm like, okay, let me look at the video. And I watched a little video on it, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And I knew you were playing it, so I figured I'd wait and see what you had to say about it before I actually.
It's definitely, if you want to play it, it's a good game. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. But I wouldn't suggest you pay full price for it like I did. I definitely wait on a sale. It's gonna be $20 here in a couple months. Just $20 is a good price point. Okay, just do
Okay.
that. At $20, Mayo, you'll be like, "Whoa, this is amazing for $20. This is a steal, man. What was Jesus thinking? This game's the best.
Seems great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
I
the
only
best
paid
game ever
$20 for
made.
this gem. Yeah.
Game of the year right here for $20.
Today's
Yeah.
economy, I'm giving this game a 9.
that's what it
Based
feels
on
like.
price.
Because $70 that I paid. I'm like, no, dude, like it's not it. But they did announce at the PlayStation whatever the showcase thing that they had, that the one of the guys in the game is coming back in August or October or something. So I'm thinking what they're gonna do is they're gonna introduce him as like a kind of like a, because in the game he's like a warlord in Africa that like he owns like he has like this fucking like, I don't know, he has like a giant boat in the desert that's like a shipping yard or scrap yard or something, but he made it into like a city and he runs it, and it's like a kind of like a black market type thing where he like auctions off like fucking like predator missiles and shit, like like, oh, we're gonna sell this fucking Iranian fucking attack drone. Who's gonna be the highest bidder? And you got people bidding like, okay, we'll give you a fucking airstrike on a location or whatever, or we'll offer you like $40 billion or whatever the fuck transferred to this account in 24 hours or whatever, like random shit. And like I'm thinking that guy's gonna come back kind of like as a guy who like has like missions for you, around the world, kind of like how they have with Hitman, where like you can play right now Hitman and do like random missions everywhere, or they have those what are those things called, like special contracts every like month or every 2 months on Hitman, where like you have a one chance to do it, and it's like, oh, you're gonna kill Eminem, or you're gonna kill Beyonce, or you gotta kill like fucking Tupac or something, like like they put like these characters in the game, and like, oh, you gotta assassinate whoever the fuck and kill him, and you have one shot to do it. I'm thinking they're gonna do that with this game, where they're gonna have like missions, and this guy's gonna be like the guy that gives them to you. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That might expand a little bit on the different types of things that might be cool to do in the game. So that might be cool when it comes in October. But I don't know. I haven't seen what they're doing with it. So all they said is the guy is coming back in October. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck does that mean? He's coming back. What are you gonna do? Give us a DLC mission? Are you giving us one mission? Are you giving us a thing? Or what's going on here, guys? I don't fucking know. So yeah, and the game does have like these things called what are they called? They're called simulation trainings, where you can go into this room and like launch these like simulation trainings that like they're like missions, but they're not real missions. They're training missions, but they're like real missions, but like not really. You know what I mean? So they're like training. I guess it's training. I don't know. That's what they call it, simulation, some shit. VR simulation, enhanced simulation, something training. And then like you go into this room and they got like the James Bond music playing, and like, hello, Mr. Bond, are you ready to do a VR fucking simulation? And you click the mission, and they have different ones. They have one like, oh, like infiltrate this building, get the intel off of this computer and extract without being caught. And if you finish that, then you could like unlock the second challenge of that mission, where you got to infiltrate the building, but you don't get any weapons to start off with, and you have to get the computer and extract. And the third one is the hardest one, where like everyone is extra alert, there's extra guards, and you have no weapons. You only take one pencil with you, and that's all you have for the mission. Like, you know what I mean? So they have shit like that. But I'm like, I don't want to do a simulation mission. Now, why do games do this, Meg? Why do they do this, Gunny? Why do they give us these stupid fucking simulation? Who wants to do a simulation mission?
I know. I've seen that in other games too. That's a good question. Is it like filler? Is that what it is?
Yeah, like what the fuck is the point of this bullshit? Like, Mayo, what's the point of it? What's the point of me doing a simulation mission?
I would see for achievements or trophies, but yeah, other than that.
Dumb.
I don't know. I just always think of them as like tutorial type stuff usually when I always remember this time, but it's like, ooh, I already know how to do all this stuff. It's like,
Yeah,
Just give me stuff that matters.
because they got one with like there's a car in the game called the Valhalla, which you don't get to use to the very end of the fucking game. Literally, it's like the last thing you use in the game. And that's, of course, the Aston Martin that Q, the guy who like works in the lab, he's the only one that has access to it. And he gives you his special watch. And he's like, you're going to need Valhalla to kill this guy. Because he's like all armored up or whatever. So then like you get in this car. And you don't even drive the fucking car, Mayo, okay? You don't
Oh,
even,
that sucks. Yeah.
listen, you drive the car in a tiny room and shoot the guns and missiles out of the car in a room. So you got all these guys coming out of the woodworks, right? They're all coming out of the like trying to kill you. They're all coming out of the walls and shit or whatever, and they're all trying to kill you. And in the car, you're like untouchable, right? Like the car even tells you like hello Q, welcome back. And there's like, oh, that guy has a rocket launcher, but don't worry, like anything short of a fucking nuclear missile is not going to penetrate anything in this car. So you're in that car, you're just like, oh, nothing can kill me. So you're just spinning in a circle, shooting your missiles and rockets at everyone, and then that's it. You don't even get to drive the motherfucker out of the room.
Oh.
You just, yeah, that's all you do, Gunny.
Like a cutscene almost. It might as well be, right?
Literally, they could have just made a video, and then it would have just been just as cool as just as cool as you doing it. You're right. They could have literally made that into a cutscene, and it would have been just as cool as you doing it. Literally could have. Oh, James Bond got in the car and he shot some rockets. Cool. Whoa. Because that's all you do in that car. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool? Like, oh, the other guy gets in another car, and now like we break through the wall, and like I'm driving in the sewers, and then we jump out of the sewers, and now we're in fucking London or something, and we're driving through London, and I'm chasing them, and there's cops coming, and there's a police helicopter chasing both of us, and like you got like fucking like I don't know, a bunch of cop cars everywhere, Gunny, and then bad guys on motorcycles come up next to you.
Yeah, and black helmets and black leather jackets.
Yeah, black in their black leather, and you fucking ram them into the parked cars and then they go flying off the bike. That would have been a cool mission. Not fucking, oh, I'm gonna spin in a circle and shoot my missiles around. Oh.
What kind of Bond does that? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
A real Bond would have fucking drove that bitch to London and blown up half the city to get the one bad guy. And then drink a martini while he's doing it.
Shaking
that's why this is a
dead.
$20 Bond game, right? Jesus.
Yeah, shaken.
Right.
They would have been like, "Oh, my martini is no good. It got shaken in this car ride and thrown it out the window at a guy on." Throw it out the window at a guy on a motorcycle or something and make him crash. Like that would have been cool. But no, they got this stupid. Oh, we're gonna spin in a circle in a room and shoot the rockets at guys. That's fucking. Yeah, the more I think about this game, the more mad I'm getting. Just like how not good. It wasn't that good, but I still played all of it. What the fuck? But yeah, they got the British accents, Gunny. They got them all. Yeah, so they got the British
G'day, mate. Oh, yeah. Well, here. I always like but you reminded me of something like in the earlier James Bond movies with Q, where or like he'll give him like a writing pen or whatever. And Bond's like ready to click it. Don't touch that bomb unless you want us all to die in this room. You know.
Yeah,
you'll know when to use it.
Yeah, he kind of does the same thing in the game. Like the Q is pretty good. He's like an older guy, you know. And he's like, "Hey, like we got this watch for you, and this watch does different things and shit, and like, like you got an implant in your eyeball that gives you like some fucking special vision shit or whatever. Like." It's whatever. You got cool spice shit, but I want to do cool spice shit, man. Don't give me cool spice shit and then tell me I'm on fucking rails. Like they could have, if they made this into like a Hitman style game, where like, hey Bond, you're in Morocco and you gotta get this guy. He's eating dinner with his wife and kids at this fucking 5-star restaurant. You gotta figure out how to get in there and get him. Okay, that would have been cool. And then you let me free on the map, and I'm like, okay, maybe I could crash through the wall with the car and get him. Or I can dress as a waiter that went out to a smoke break, and then I kill the waiter, take his uniform, go in as a waiter, and then serve him his food with poison in it. But I guess you're not really ever killing people in this game. You're always trying to catch the bad guy. You're not trying to kill the James Bond is not trying to kill the bad guy. He's always trying to catch the bad guy, isn't he? Like
Yeah, right. He's always chasing him, right? Always trying to
yeah.
capture him.
He's not trying to kill the bad guy. He's always just chasing the bad guy. So like it's like I said, it's
Right, and then you'll go meet him at a dinner party, and eventually,
Yeah.
I will capture you.
Oh, hey,
We'll
Mr.
be on top
Bond.
of a train later. You know?
Yeah. Hey, Mr.
plane.
Bond. Yeah, like what the like? Yeah, all these bad guys talk a lot. There was one guy that was one particular bad guy, which is like he was the son of the main bad guy, but he was also a bad guy, and like
That's the story. That's the good part of the Bond movies.
Every fucking time that motherfucker was on screen, he would talk and talk. It's like, bro, you can literally just shoot James Bond right now in the head. You can just end all your fucking problems right now by putting a bullet in this guy's head, and all your issues are done. This motherfucker is done. All your problems with him chasing you around half fucking side of the world or whatever are gone. You just fucking you already caught. You like he would catch James Bond and go on like a 20-minute dialogue with him. Oh, you think you can get me, Mr. Bond? I got you now. And then James Bond would like you'd have like a prompt to like ask him questions, and then you'd ask him a stupid question. What about your father? Does your father treat you like a little boy all the time? Don't you dare speak of my father that way. And then they like for 20 minutes, I'm like, dude, if I was the bad guy, I would have just fucking shot this guy in the head.
Just pop him in the head. But that goes in line though, right? I know, right? But that goes in line with the Bond movies where now I'm gonna leave now and I'm gonna let you slowly sink into this thing with crocodiles, but I won't be around to see it. Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly let you
finally escape.
I'm gonna let you slowly cut the rope out of the back of your hands that you tied up with really slowly. You're gonna cut this rope while all these bad guys around you are oblivious to you cutting the rope. And I'm gonna walk out of this room and send my guards in to kill you, and you're gonna kill them all and come chase after me. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Like,
rinse and repeat. Yes,
it makes no fucking sense. In my head, I'm like, these are really bad guys. They don't know their job. Their job is to kill this guy.
they're just goons, right? Just goons.
They already captured the motherfucker, and they're not gonna just shoot him. I would have just shot him. Sorry, boss, I shot him. The James Bond movie ended early because I shot him in the head. I double tapped it 4 times. Sorry, that guy's fucked. He's dead. There ain't no dialogue.
We win. Yeah, we win. That's it.
We win. Movie's over, guys. Bad guys won. You know, it was a lot of weird shit like that. Like, what the fuck? It was just beyond me. I don't know. Like some of the shit. Like I said, you're right, Gunny. It goes in line with the James Bond. They really, they really kept in line with the James Bond movies, but it's not that fun. It's not fun. It's not fun to play. It's fun to watch a James Bond movie. I don't think it's very fun to play a James Bond movie. That's the difference, right?
You think it'd be like a good opportunity for a game, like always. Like every time you think of a Bond game, you're like, oh, they could do so much with the gadgets and the vehicles and, you know, the shooting and the action and stuff. But
they're too stuck on making it like the movie and not like a game. If they made it like a game, it would be super fun. They got all the gadgets, dude. They had the car with
but they did get the right studio. Would you agree with that?
They did. I give him that. Because Hitman, he's like a James Bond kind of, right? Like he's a special agent. I get it. They got the right.
Yeah, he gets all the intel on the bad guy, or you know, potentially.
IOI Interactive is the perfect studio to make this game. The problem is they didn't make a fucking game. They made a fucking James Bond movie. The new movie, whatever, call it James Bond First Light, the movie. It's someone, you know what? Someone should just post the whole game on YouTube as a movie. Just cut out the HUD. Like use AI or something to remove the HUD of remove the reticles. Like play the game all the way through on easy mode or something, and then cut out the HUD. And you could have a new James Bond movie that's animated or whatever the fuck. The new James Bond movie. Yeah, here you go, guys. It would work.
I've seen different games like that on YouTube where they show like the whole game basically. It's like the whole story. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's already not on YouTube already.
It probably is. You could probably search it up. Yeah.
Yeah. You could just
some people just cut it out.
Yeah. But yeah, I played that. James Bond. Fuck, I kind of regret that purchase. But anyways, so $20 would have been much easier to swallow than the 70. I tell you that. Uh, but I was excited because I'm a big supporter of the Hitman series. So I was like, IOI Interactive can't do me wrong, right? They can't fuck this up. They didn't fuck it up. It's just that I don't like it. I wanted a game, and they gave me a movie that's a playable movie. I'm like, no, I wanted the game, not the movie.
Well, and I wonder
that's the
too.
issue.
I wonder too, Jesus, when they went to whoever owns that property of
Yeah.
the James Bond. I wonder when they were making this, if they ever thought, oh gosh, let's not make it too Hitman-y or whatever, because the publisher might deny it or not like that idea of why did you make me a Hitman game?
I think if they do what I'm thinking they're doing with this, like I think his name was Bawarma, like the black dude who owns the fucking the pirate ship in Africa or whatever. Because they're like, that guy's coming back, and like I'm telling you, if they do that thing where like this guy has missions for you all over the world, and you can use any gadget and do whatever the fuck in these missions, that was gonna be cool. Because now it's gonna feel like a Hitman game, but not really a Hitman game because you got all these cool gadgets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna really feel like you're James Bond in a cool ass map or whatever, cool environment or whatever they put you in. But if they stick to this fucking formula of stupid 20-minute dialogue with the bad guy because he doesn't know how to just shoot James Bond in the head, that's going to piss me off. It really is. It really is. It's the British. They fucked up.
The British thing, that's what it is.
They need to make it. What's the American version of James Bond? It's like Jack Reacher or something. Is that the American
probably.
version?
I don't know about Jack Reacher, but
Who would be the American version of James Bond? Give me the American version. Who's that? Who's the American version of James Bond, Mayo? I'm thinking.
I don't think we have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like Jack Reacher probably, like you were saying, would be like the closest one I could think of.
Because he's like a CIA guy, right? He's a spy.
He goes to like different, like I watched a couple of the series, like that first one he had, but he goes and solves, like he goes to an area and solves some kind of problem. But that's not really like quite the same.
It seems like trouble finds him.
Yeah, definitely not like a spy or nothing like that, but
we need like a cool American spy guy that does cool shit. And CIA, he's a CIA agent, but like, what would the CIA name their agents? I guess MI6 numbers them. Americans would have to do something different. I don't know. They'd have to figure it out. Because 007 is a cool fucking name. That's a cool name. It is. That's a cool name for a spy. But like,
right? We couldn't do a 008 or
Yeah, you couldn't do anything like that, right? You couldn't just copy them and change the numbers around. Like they would have to come up with something cool. I don't know, and make an American version with big guns, Gunny, and you call it airstrikes. I call it fucking Predator missile, bitch. You fuck me over, I'll fucking blow your whole compound up. And
we need a new G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be a spy. Yeah, he's the Rambo.
Yeah, we need like a American version of this. Oh shit. Anyways, played some of that. Play a little bit more of other games here and there, little indie titles, but those are the main ones. Yeah.
No Lego Batman or anything?
No.
Not a Lego fan, are you?
Not really, no.
What about Pragmata? Is that something you're interested in at all? I'm thinking about picking that up.
No. Not like
Capcom's fire on all cylinders, man.
I'm not even like remotely interested in it. Like that's the one with that little girl, right? And the robot thing.
Yeah, where she's on his back. Yeah. Looks cool.
You're the robot, and they have all these videos of this little girl dancing everywhere. That's all I saw in the videos.
I don't remember her dancing, but just every time I've seen it on Twitch,
she's wearing an oversized jacket and she's dancing around.
She does have the oversized jacket for sure, and
that's all I remember is a little blonde girl with an oversized jacket, and she's dancing around, and there's a robot, and he's dancing the robot, and I guess your character is the robot, and she's like helping you.
Yeah, but you're destroying other robots, so I like the combat of it.
Well, I guess it might be cool, but I'm not interested in it. Maybe when it's $20.
Yeah. That's I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know if it's because it's only like $60. Like that's the price. It's not 70, it's 60.
Well, when it's $10, then look, man. We gotta be stingy with our money now as gamers. All right, we can't just be spending money.
Right. We got to save up for the PS6 and the Steam Deck or this new Steam machine and
bro. All this shit.
graphics cards. Yeah.
It's too expensive, man. Like fucking RAM. RAM went like. What was it? That company? I think it was SanDisk. They like got a deal with Sony PlayStation to make PlayStation branded like NVMe drives or whatever for the PS5s. The 1 terabyte mail. Guess how much that cost?
What, a hard drive?
Yeah, like the NVMe's you put into the PS5 to make them more storage.
Oh, okay.
So SanDisk got like the official license ones from PlayStation. Guess how much the 1 terabyte cost?
$350.
I'm gonna say 100. No, it was 350. There was one I saw for like. Oh, I put the article up here. It was insane. Like the price on it was, but I think it was like a higher terabyte.
Oh, actually, no,
PlayStation 5.
Let me correct you. You're wrong.
Yeah.
It went up. It's $460 now for 1 terabyte. A 2 terabyte. Guess how much a 2 terabyte cost you, Mayo? You will never guess this price.
$7?
$909.
Jeez.
And then if you want a 4 terabyte, which is also an option, that one's weird. That one's only $600. Huh. And then there's an 8 terabyte for $1,300.
I've got Jesus. So the SanDisk announces so this is an SSD for the PlayStation 5, right? This is in American dollars. I don't know how many gigs it's got, but it is $2,960 for NVMe. No joke. No joke.
Hey, how the fuck do they, dude? 1 terabyte, $450. You could buy a Switch for $50 more.
That might have been like 8 terabytes though.
What are you gonna buy, Gunny and Mayo? Would you buy a Switch for $50 more or a 1 terabyte hard drive?
Yeah, easy choice. I think.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gosh, you got to be a real gamer, man, to have like
no,
to have your whole library.
A real dumbass to pay that much for a 1 terabyte.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane. I paid like $100 for my 2 terabyte that I have on my PS5 right now. Like $110 or not even 100. I think it was like $99 or something I paid for this shit. That was like 2 years ago, Mayo. What the fuck's going on here? We're what? $450? Where the fuck are they coming up with these prices?
Yeah, that's a crazy amount.
For I asked this. Yeah, maybe you can answer this or whatever, but I'm pretty sure because I think this did come out with. I remember it when the Xbox Series S and X were announced or whatever, that you can use an HDD like as an external, right? But it has to be played on the SSD.
Yeah.
Right.
So
but I'm just curious.
Transfer it. Yeah. So
you have to transfer it to be played. But I'm just curious, like, what are the prices on the HDDs? Are they unchanged or whatever, unchanged in pricing, or is just everybody just kind of over these lower speed drives?
I'm not sure how available they are anymore. Really,
I don't know, man.
I haven't looked at a regular hard drive.
I haven't looked and seen.
I'm looking at 1 terabytes, and they're like $100. Like, let's see what a 2 terabyte. A 2 terabyte is $130. So
I know it's not convenient, but at least you could have it on there for.
So the external ones are cheaper, but still, like, who the fuck wants to transfer shit around? I don't want to transfer.
That's
shit
true.
around.
I remember I had to do it.
I
had
just
two connected to the X.
Shit. Yeah, just uninstall shit and reinstall it. At that point, like, what the fuck? Why would I want to just move shit around, Mayo? I gotta just uninstall shit and reinstall it. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
that's what I end up doing anyway. But I did for the longest time have it on the X.
What would the benefit of having it installed on another drive just to have to move it? Like,
well, I think one of the things
you lose internet. I guess maybe if your internet is slow and it takes forever to download a big game.
You remember, guys, when the S and X came out, and I don't know if it was even a thing for the PS5, but where they were trying to do comparing the time that it takes to transfer from the external, right, into your Series X, for example, versus downloading it from your ISP.
I do remember.
I remember that was a thing. Like, that people. So I always had two externals hooked up.
You were one of those hobos. God, Gunny.
Yeah, and then
Bro, we just lost.
right, if you wanted to play it, it had to be either transferred over. If you had
you're on this podcast. That's part of the contract. You can't be a hobo like that. Come on, man.
So you know what it was? Okay, you know what it was for me? I know. So now I don't do anything stupid like that. But back where I lived at the other place, I actually had higher speed internet. It was more or less like, hey, look at my library. You know what I mean? That's what it was for me. Here it is. It sits here. I've got 200 games on this disc that I can't play.
Whether it's installed or not, you see the same fucking library. I go on my PlayStation, I go to my library, all my games are there. It just, you toggle, you know what you do, Gunny? You toggle installed and not installed, and you just turn the not installed on, and you see your whole library, Gunny. I see games on there that I bought on the PS3. I'm like, what the fuck? Or the PS4. A lot of the PS4 games are on there. I'm like, man, I played that? When the fuck did I play that? Like, what the fuck? I have actually quite a big library on the PlayStation. I don't ever play. I only keep games that I'm like playing currently installed on there. Even though I have the space, right? I have 3 terabytes on my PlayStation. I have plenty of space. Right. I just don't like to keep shit installed. So I keep right now I have Marathon installed, Crimson Desert, 007, and like maybe Bomber Crew, and like maybe one other game. I don't know what other game that is. But that's all I have installed. Oh, that Stray Cat game. I don't know why I installed that. But I have that installed, okay? Now, like, yeah, I don't worry about it because I just delete shit. Because I literally, if I'm done, like 007, I'm done with it, I'm going to delete it off my shit. And then when that new update comes out, I'll just re-download it. And it takes like 5 minutes, dude. Like, my internet speed is pretty quick. So, like, I'm like, it takes like 5 minutes to install. I'll just install it in 5 minutes, call it good. Boom. Like, there's no point unless you have, like I said, some kind of internet that's either A, throttled, like really slow, or capped. If you have like data limits, that might be useful for downloading having things on an external drive. Because I get it, right? Some people have like Starlink or whatever, and they have like a data cap or whatever the fuck. Your ISP doesn't offer unlimited data for some fucking crazy reason, and they cap your data at like 1 terabyte a month or whatever. And it is expensive to go over because it used to be that way with Comcast that I have.
Yeah. They got rid of that
shit. They got rid of it, I think, because they got sued or something. But that data cap, if you went over when I had Comcast, I was paying $30 extra a month to have unlimited. Before they just switched it. If you have their gig speed, they give you unlimited no matter what. Before it used to be you had to pay an extra amount of money to get the unlimited.
Remember that? Dude, I thought it was just being California, but it happened to me and you, and we were talking about it on the show. Yeah, that was bullshit. We ended up paying $30 more.
Yeah, because I was paying $30 more for a long ass time until like one day the guy's like, "What the fuck is this charge on your account?" I was like, "That's for the unlimited data." He's like, "We just offer unlimited for free." I'm like, "What the fuck am I paying this for then?" Like, you motherfuckers couldn't have just told me this when you like implemented the idea. You just kept charging me $30 every month on top of my bill. What the fuck? I'm like, I want my money back now, you dickheads. I was pissed. I was mad.
Yeah, like, we both got that notification.
Yeah, we've been paying. We've had unlimited for free for a while now. I'm like, what the fuck? For a while? I was pissed. But yeah, now they offer unlimited if you just have their internet. It's like, oh, it's unlimited. But before, those fuckers had a cap. And if you went over your cap, it was like every 50 gigs you went over, they charge you like $50 or some shit. Every 50 gigs. So it was like $1 a gig. So like you can go over, just downloading one game would put you over like 200 gigs. That's 200 extra bucks. And they capped the amount at like that they could charge you extra, like at $350 extra a month. They could charge you. I'm like, fuck that. I'd rather pay the $30 and never have to worry about this shit because I'm going to go over this data. I guarantee I will. Between the podcast and the gaming and me and my brother downloading. Dude, my brother had the same issue you had, Cunny. He had an external drive. He had one that was fucking like 10 terabytes, dude. And he had like 1,000 games installed on this thing. I'm like, dude, why do you need like 800 games installed on this hard? Well, so I could have him downloaded. I'm like, when the fuck are you ever gonna play
Yeah.
800 fucking games, Omar? I gotta have it installed. I'm like, dude, you don't need this drive. Just fucking throw it away. It was like some old fucking like external hard drive he bought somewhere, and he just fucking plugged it into his Xbox, and he had like 800 fucking games on that thing. I'm like, dude, why the
Yeah.
fuck do you need this many games?
Oh, and I totally forgot, Jesus. I know Ryan's probably yelling at me right now, but no, I forgot. So as long as it's not like it wasn't like an SNX game, I forgot it would
Yeah.
actually just play right from that external. It didn't require an SSD. So,
Ah,
so maybe Omar would. I don't know. Yeah, right. Did he? But he was probably like me, right? Where he was like, "That's right. Look, I've got
Yeah,
these
look, I
digital
got it."
games that are actually
Yeah.
installed." You know. Yeah. On this
800
hard drive.
games installed on this fucking thing. Like, I'm
What if
gonna,
the internet goes out forever? Oh, they'll be on my hard drive, which still
yeah,
probably
will
again your
never
console's
work.
going to require
Yeah,
online
the
every
internet.
24 hours or
Yeah. It wouldn't
every
even turn
5
on.
days or whatever it is. Yeah.
So it's pretty dumb, but it is what it is. That's what I've been playing. That's what I've been doing. Besides that, like, yeah, I just been working a lot and living life, man. Just chilling and all that good shit. So yeah, yeah. Good to be back though.
Right.
Yeah,
Man, what
I
is-
know. Like I've been
Or
talking
honey?
to other
What do you-
people. What's that?
What have you been doing?
Oh man, I've been playing like so much Crimson Desert. Like I said, over 120 hours. I was gonna say, if you got any questions on this game, I have the answer. But I think I just
will.
started chapter 6.
I'm on 3 still.
Yeah, I just started chapter 6. But what I've been doing is where, and again, it's not like it's a requirement or anything. But I've been going like, hey, I'm gonna hold off, and then I'm gonna go do all the other side missions, do exploration. Like, I swear, I must have ADHD. It's like I'm gonna go fucking cut down some trees and go help some poor old ladies, whatever, find their shit, or go find the missing artifact from this guy, or build up my camp. Go fishing. Like I've just been like just living in this world.
Me too. You know who
yeah.
always gets me is the little kids. I always want to help them. The little
Yeah,
forest
like
kids that
we
pop
lost
up.
our goat. Don't
Yeah.
go find our goat, will ya?
Hey, hey, good sir, can you help us? Like, oh, what do you need, kid? I lost a mushroom or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, I'll go find this magic mushroom for you. And it doesn't even
Yeah.
tell you where to go. It's just, I lost my magic mushroom. Where the fuck am I supposed to even go? I'm like looking all over the map. Where the fuck? Like, I don't like. It took me like 4 days to find that thing. I didn't know where to go. I just randomly stumbled upon this crazy looking tree thing, and then I ended up in a cave. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in a cave now, and then everything started killing me because it was poisonous.
Oh my
And then
gosh,
it said, pick up these mushrooms, and I picked them up, and it said, you got the mushroom for this mission. I was like, oh, that's the mushroom that little kid needed. And then I went back to him, and I gave him his magic mushroom, and he was happy as fuck. Probably gave him
Yeah.
drugs, but it's okay.
That's pretty cool. Like when you go to that area of the side mission of when you go to where it's all little girls, right? I think it's all little girls. The whole village is all
Yeah, it's
little
all
girls.
little girls.
And that part is cool. Like because it's frustrating too, because when you first come in, and I even had to fucking go on YouTube to try and figure out
where they kept
what the
knocking
hell
you
I'm supposed
out.
to be doing. Yeah, they
kept
keep knocking me out.
I
They
did the
hit you
same
with the
fucking
blow
thing.
darts or something.
Yeah, they did the same thing to me. I'm like, why the fuck can I go here? And I would ride my horse in there. I'm like, yeah, I got super far with my horse. And then boop, my guy would fall off the horse and fall over. And then I'd wake up on the edge of the forest. I'm like, what the fuck is in there that keeps killing me? I'm like, is it the air? I'm like, no, it's not the air. Because I could stand here and not get killed. And then I'd walk in further and boom, once again, get knocked out. It happened to me like, I kid you not, Gunny, like 20 times in a row, dude. I
Same
finally
here.
said, you know what?
Me too.
I gotta YouTube this shit because I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck. And then I YouTubed it, and it's like, oh, you just gotta go talk to the little kid over there that's standing next to that tree when you get knocked out. And I looked up, and all that fuck kid was, I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck? I didn't even see this kid standing next to this tree this whole time. And I died like 20. I felt stupid. I'm like, I died like 20 fucking times to this shit. And I could have just talked to this kid after the first time I got knocked out.
Well, I think you got to talk to a second kid or something after that.
Yeah, the
and
kid that stands next to the tree, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you into the village, sir. If you want to help me,
that one. Yeah.
You want to help me? Whatever. Get my it's like a magnifying glass or something. You got to get off that big walking tree thing, and then you
Yeah,
go
which was
and you
pretty
have to,
easy. Yeah.
yeah,
Just whack on it a few times and yeah.
yeah, you walk up the big walking tree, and then you take the thing, and then you jump off it, and then it's like, oh, I got your thing, and she's like, oh, thank you, good sir, and then she's like, you go back to my village anytime now. Everyone will let you in. It's like, oh, okay, that was
Yeah,
cool.
now nobody throws any sleep darts at you, but yeah, you can go there anytime and it's pretty cool. Like it's a cool environment. I've been
Yeah.
doing like the research over there
Yeah, me too. I
and
started that. I started that last time I was playing. I started the very first research. I don't know what the fuck I told her to research. It was something,
I
but
don't even know.
I
I have
did
no
do that.
idea like what I'm going to get out of all these things, but I'm going to continue to keep going back
Oh,
every 3 hours, 6 hours, whatever it says, right? Whenever I
yeah,
can
is it?
finally get back a
You
second,
know,
third time.
yeah, because it's like a timer, right? It says like come back in 1 day and 15 hours or something. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess I gotta find something to do for a day and 15 hours in game time. I mean, I guess you can try to sleep through it all, but like I don't. I just say, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just go do other missions and random shit. And
That's
then
what
if
I
I
do.
remember,
Yeah.
if I remember to go back, I'll go back. I might forget about it though, because
And
that map, like I
there's
said, it's so like huge that everywhere you go, it's like, whoa, that place looks cool. I'm gonna go over there and check that out. And then see you're fighting like a bunch of guys over there. Sometimes you run into a boss without like realizing you're gonna trigger a boss, and then you trigger the boss, and you're like, oh fuck, this is like a boss fight all of a sudden, and you're like, oh, I fucked up. I wasn't supposed
yeah.
to fight this guy yet, or whatever, like, this guy's fucking me up.
I
I've
ran
done
into
that.
a few bosses that, man, they really did just put the hammer down on me. But
Yeah,
and then okay, you know those pills that you pick up around the
yeah,
world?
you can
Like
craft.
I've been using those. Like you'll come back at
Yeah,
30% health or whatever.
yeah,
But what's cool about it is like you'll just come back from where you were standing or
yes.
where you got
You
killed,
kind of, yeah, you
and then
kind
it
of just
just
stand back up.
continues.
Yeah, the fight
Yeah.
continues,
So
and the
then you just
guy,
kind of heal up,
yeah,
and
the guy
then
still has the same health and everything, so you can still beat him if he's like halfway
right.
down or
It's not
whatever.
Elden Ring, right? Yeah, you can just go
Yeah,
back in and yeah, just go in and take a few whatever, some fucking eat some beetles or fucking whatever potion you can take and to kind of get your
yeah.
defenses up or your attacks and then just fuck them up that way. One thing I don't like about the bosses is so you know how like when you're fighting the regular enemies, one of the things that I like to do is yeah, I'll hit them with a sword a few times. Or I've been using this staff that I found. I don't even think I had to YouTube it. I just ran across it
Yeah.
and it's upgradable. So I upgraded that a couple times and that thing really takes care of the enemies pretty quick.
I have
But
a pretty cool sword that I found um in a cave, I think, or something. I think it was in a cave or a waterfall thing because I found the first waterfall and I'm like, every waterfall in this game must have something behind it. So I fucking
yeah,
went around like the whole area, that first area of the map. I went to like every waterfall, Gunny. That was like one whole day of me just, I'm gonna Google a map of where all the waterfalls are in the game, and I'm just gonna go to all of them. And I did. I fucking went to all of them. I would put the little
yeah,
X
that's where I
marker
found the
down.
staff. I found a
Yeah.
random waterfall. I think it was in there.
Yep. And then I found like a really cool like set of armor. Like I have an armor set that's like, forget what it's called, but it's like it got like these cool gloves and like I don't know, the sword that I got though, it like when you hit people twice, I think it's twice. You hit enemies twice with it, it shoots out like little orbs like out of it that attack all the enemies in the group. It'll shoot out like five little like orbs at everyone, and then it'll kind of damage everyone at once. Or like if you're fighting one guy, it'll damage him 5 times or whatever. And it's a pretty dope ass sword because it's really powerful. So I could just like two hit everything. I'm like fucking running for
Are you doing like a sword and board or what?
Yeah, I'm doing like a sword thing because like I remember when I played like Skyrim, I had like for a while I was doing like bow and arrow and I didn't like it. And in this game I don't like it either. So like I only use that like if I really have to use a bow and arrow or whatever.
Same here.
But but if I don't have to, I usually fight everything with a sword. Like everything is just go up there and start fucking people up with my sword. Because it's so much easier. It's so much easier just do the sword thing. Like just do the sword thing, dude. Just
Yeah, I've been doing sword and board and like a staff, a two-handed staff.
and then I wish this game. This game might have it. I haven't tried. I think it does though, where like you don't have any weapons and you just punch things. and you fuck them up that way. In
You
Skyrim, I
could just
remember,
use your hands and
yeah,
kick people. Yeah, I
yeah,
love kicking enemies.
in Skyrim, I did that.
Spartan style.
I would punch every creature in the forest to level up my punching, and then I just punched everything. I would punch dragons and shit. Like, yeah, fuck you, dragon. I'll fuck you up with no weapons. In this game, but yeah, but I like to like what one of the cool things I like about this game though, Gunny, is that like sometimes you'll be fighting people and like it'll be like you learned a new move because you see somebody do it. And that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yep.
That's super cool. I like
And there
that.
are places you can YouTube on where to go.
Yeah.
You can go to this castle over here,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
And then go watch them, and then it'll say learn new skill or what. Yeah, you
I
definitely learned
even
a new skill.
I even learned a new skill from the little kids at the camp when I think I went and got them like I think I chopped down a bunch of trees and gave the trees to the guy, the wood to the guy to create bows and arrows for the kids. And then when one of the guys at the camp was showing the little kids how to shoot the bows, like how to do something with them, and I was standing there when he was talking to them and said, "Oh, you've learned a new mechanic, like a new fighting thing." And it was showing the bow thing. I was like, "Oh, fuck, I just learned that by standing here watching these little kids shoot bows and arrows." I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking cool."
Yeah,
So,
and you got to
yeah,
go in the daytime mostly for most of these things. So
yeah.
because they do actually go home and go to sleep, and or they'll just kind of
Really.
lay down where they're at, or
Yeah, the NPCs do have like a schedule, and they do like it's funny when like they say like, "Hey, I'll meet you back at the camp." Like you can just fucking follow them, and they will walk all the way back to
yeah,
camp. The
right. Like some
NPCs
of them don't have horses,
yeah,
so
they don't
yeah, they'll.
teleport. They fucking walk all the way back to your camp. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yep,
It's a
they do
long ass
walk.
walk. I'm like, what the hell? Like you would think like they just teleport there or something. Like, no, they don't just disappear. They literally like in game time, they walk all the way back to the camp. And then sometimes you get to the camp and it's like, oh, this character hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah, they're still
Like,
walking. Yeah, you
yeah,
better go
like
lay
this guy,
down or something.
yeah, like this
Yeah,
guy's not here yet. Like you need to go fucking go do something else or like come back later, dude. This guy's not back yet. And
right. Still walking.
I've had that. Yeah, I've had that happen a few times where like I get to like a place really fast in my horse or something, or like I jump off a cliff and fly over there, and then I'm like, oh, where the fuck is this guy? And like, oh, the guy's not here yet. Fuck, fucking a, dude.
You might be
God
doing
damn it.
laundry. You never know.
That,
in
that
this game.
motherfucker. You're telling me that motherfucker can't fly like me and just fly across from that cliff over there and jump off? But I guess not. But yeah, the game
Yeah.
is really cool. I like the aesthetics of the game as well, like that medieval-ish like type fucking like armor and it's so cool, dude. I love that shit.
Yeah, I've got like
Like-
this mix mash of armor on. Like I've got these cool, like it looks like Iron Man red fucking boots or whatever. But then
Yeah.
I have like this cool cloak. It's white. What else? Oh, and I've got that like that helmet is kind of like a I don't know if you want to call it a bear helmet, but it's more like on the top and it's
Yeah.
got like these sticks sticking out of the top of it. Like
Oh yeah,
it's a cool.
okay.
I got that one. That one's pretty cool. Like I
It's like
upgraded
the-
that a
like
few
the-
times.
Like just like the mind control helmet, isn't it?
No, that mind control one is like if you could wear that all the time if you wanted to, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to because it doesn't have a lot of like stats for for defense on it. But I don't think it can be up. Maybe it can be upgraded, but yeah, that one is like if you see that circle thing and you hear that thing in your headset,
Yeah.
then you want to hold LB or L1 or whatever,
yeah.
and then it'll come across, and then the freaking sequence will play, kind of like an Assassin's Creed style type thing, right? Where
like a memory plays or something. Yeah.
yes, yeah, it's a memory play. Yeah, you don't know how recent, right? It could have been
Yeah. Like
fucking a week
long
ago or
time,
fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
the best, right? Like, yeah, because it's kind of like
I've had a few of those experiences
weird,
where I
but-
run into like that, yeah, where it's like, oh, this happened a long time ago, but it usually gives context to what you're supposed to do or like figure out next or whatever.
yeah,
But I love the game. Like I said, I really think the NPCs are so well done. Like, I wish Skyrim had these NPCs. I really do, because I would go replay Skyrim right now if it had these NPCs. They're so well done. I like them. And the world, like I said, the world is so cool. It's so many different like areas and different like biomes, I guess you would say, where you're in a desert area now. Now you're in a snow area. Now you're in a mountain peak or whatever, like covered in snow. You're in like a crazy looking like. There was one area that I went to that looked like a. It reminded me of like Harry Potter, kind of the forest, because the forest wasn't like a regular forest. It looked like a fucking Harry Potter ass forest, dude. It looked like a forest where like I would find like a little like gnome walking around or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this place?
Yeah.
How the fuck did I end up here? I was up there doing a mission or something. Like I had to go up there to fucking rescue someone or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I had like these like mushrooms were chasing me and killing me. I'm like, what the fuck? That is that thing like because all of a sudden like these like it looked like mushrooms or
Oh,
algae or
the little mushroom things. I don't know if those
yeah.
are dead. Well, you got to watch out for the mushrooms that turn red because they will pop and poison you.
Yeah, they were like fucking me up. They were like surround me and get on me, and then like they were on me, and then he's like shaking them off, and then like my damage.
Oh, those little white things. Yeah.
I was taking hella damage. Like what the fuck is going on? I'm like, all right, fuck that. I'm running. So I just kept running from those things because they were fucking me up.
Yeah, you can't kill them. I know that it
No.
shows red on your mini map, but yeah, and you can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to them
And the
that I
music,
found.
the enemy music starts playing. So I was like, oh, the enemy. I'm like, the music changed. There must be something here that's gonna try to kill me. And it was just these fucking mushrooms that came out of the fucking tree or something and started chasing me and then fucking
Yeah, they look like little marshmallows or something. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? And so I started out running them. But like I thought, oh, I'm gonna climb this rock and get away from them. Those motherfuckers went right up that rock. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just gotta keep running from them to get away from them. There must be a way you can deal with them, like some kind of potion or some fucking maybe you shoot an arrow at them. I don't fucking fire. I don't know, something to kill them, but I couldn't. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna run because that's the easiest way to get away from these guys. And I fucking
Yes.
ran.
Run, fly, jump. Yeah.
That's one thing about the game that I'll give it is that every time you get into a situation where you run into an enemy that you don't know how to kill yet, the easiest way to it gives you a lot of options to get away. You can run, you can jump, you
Yeah.
can fucking jump off a cliff, fly away. There's
Yep.
a lot of ways. Trust me, because I've had a lot of encounters. Like I said, when I'm up there exploring like random ass areas like the mountains, and I run into a fucking bear. I'm like, nope, fuck this. I'm jumping off this cliff. Fuck that bear. That bear's gonna fuck me up. I'll jump off that cliff and fly away. And that bear's just
Yeah.
standing
I've had
there
a
looking-
bear. I've definitely had a bear kill me. So, I don't know if you could. So, I guess one of the ways, like, so if you do want like a bear companion, one that, no, not the companion, but actually as like a steed or whatever,
Yeah.
like you can do that. They don't run as fast as horses, but I guess you got to bring some of that fresh meat
strong.
with you, and you got to fuck them up a little bit. You got to hit them with your sword a bunch of times, and then they kind of lay down. I think that's when you take the meat. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. I've just been either having to kill them or run from them, or like I'm usually on a mission, right? Like just fucking fuck off or whatever. Like I'll kill the guy who's riding on it or the enemies around it, or I'm usually trying to find like a fast travel point or, trying to, get to my next destination or something. But
for sure.
yeah, I don't know if you know this, Jesus. So it's not even something, even after 120 hours, I haven't even like, I guess it might be towards end game stuff or another region, but you can get like a dragon to ride on.
Yeah, you can.
You find these fucking eggs or something. I'm like, dude, like man, that's probably another 50 hours away from me.
Okay, I got a question. Do you have a companion pet yet?
Yes, I've got 2 cats and a dog, and my little kitty, my little white kitty, has a nice little, the little metal helmet with the little fucking like feather sticking out of it, and he's just the cutest thing. And he picks up all the shit that drops from the fucking enemies.
Yeah,
Love it.
I have like a bloodhound with like a fucking set of like chainmail on him. I fucking
Nice.
put like armor on his ass. So he's like a big ass brown fucking bloodhound dog that just follows me around with like he's like wearing armor straight up. And he's just like picking up random shit from all the guys that I kill. Like every time I kill like a group of guys, it's like all this shit gets added to my list. I'm like, fuck, I don't have the inventory space for this, dude. Stop.
So
picking-
do those
How do I-
side missions and you'll unlock more slots. That's what I do.
How do I get him to stop picking shit up? I just don't
You can't. You have to deactivate them. You have to go into the menu, like
just
or
send them
you have to
home?
deactivate them. Yeah, during combat or something, or
That's
well,
fucking-
at any time you can go in and Yeah, there's no way to say don't pick anything up or whatever. So that's the whole point of activation.
They need to patch that shit in and be like, hey,
That would be nice, right? To just have them around.
Yeah, just tell your pet, don't pick shit up, dude. Just let me pick shit up if I want to loot things. But I don't need a fucking piece of shit sword because all I'm gonna do with it is sell it to the fucking next vendor that I see, or throw it away. That's what I'm gonna do with it. Either throw it away, dump it on the side of the road somewhere, or sell it.
The whole point, Jesus. So what I do is, like, let's say I've got a pretty decent, inventory space. So I'll go in, I'll fuck a whole bunch of guys up, whatever, at a camp or wherever it might be. Go to the next one, boom, 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 and then it'll even say like your inventory's full. I'll fast travel back to the camp, donate it to the camp. That's what you want to do. You know, I donate pretty much all that stuff, and I save any of the good stuff. Like I saved one of everything. I don't know why, but yeah, like if I've got one fucking wayward sword and one of these stuff, one of these, right? Armor pieces, all that shit. I save one of everything in my main inventory and at my tent, and then everything else, I'll just donate it to the camp, or if I'm at a vendor, I'll sell it to him. If I'm low on cash or whatever. Which I haven't had a whole there's been no reason really for me to save a lot of silver or fucking coin or whatever. I've got like $1,000 in fucking whatever, but it's not like I'm buying a lot of. If anything, I'm buying a lot of like cooking oils and salt and vegetables and stuff, from all the different vendors to make some of the good platters, and that gives me the most health. That's what I'm after. I'll make in Denise, you can go to there's like a little potion room or whatever, and you can get like what do you make, like the fruit punch or the honey tea. I think you want the honey tea because it's going to give you 128 stamina.
Yeah.
And what's good about that, the stamina part, is let's say you need to fly a long distance. If you just put that in your inventory, then you can just continuously fly. I mean, you'll burn through your honey tea, but yeah, I will use it mostly for that. It's kind of hard to do in combat, right? Because it's not like you're going to stop midway like a Final Fantasy game and go in, and which I've done before, but I don't recommend it. I recommend just kind of backing away from the enemy and just kind of wait until your stamina goes back up again. If you upgrade your earrings, I think that'll help get your stamina back faster. So that'll take some resources as well. So it's a lot of busy work, right? It's a lot of just, researching, getting ore, getting fucking whatever else, whatever you're getting from, like, is it the whatever fucking stones that you're getting, and your little places along the mountains or whatever, right? And a lot of that I'll just throw it into my chest, and for weapons upgrades or armor upgrades and stuff. So right, you get a lot of cloth, and you can go seek out different places to get like a gold deposit or something, or silver, or anything like that. Like I've gone a couple times, I'm like, oh, okay, it already showed on the map that I discovered it, and you'll get like little 3 ore deposits, right? And you go, and one of the things you want to do, Jesus, is you got your pickaxe, but I got a drill. I think you could either buy it, or once you complete like the is it the quarry missions or whatever, I think you can just, you don't buy one from there, but I think you just pick them up at that point. And I've saved them, upgraded it a couple times. And so, you just kind of drill faster, get, 2 or 3 pieces of ore from it. So, and just take all that stuff, throw it in your fucking chest, and you're good to go, man. So I've unlocked the camp now, I think to level 2. So now I kind of have my own, fucking blacksmith, and I got a vendor right there. I got a cook, which really the cook doesn't do much really, but he just kind of sells you a lot of the cooking supplies. You still have to fast travel back into Denise, which isn't far. You can fly there too. So another helpful tip, Jesus, if you're standing on the fast travel point, let's say at your base camp, go stand on it and then fast travel to Denise, right? It takes like literally less than a few seconds. Like it's really fast rather than you just fast traveling from anywhere in the world. So I try to do that, especially at the camp. I'll go stand on the spot, fast travel to it, run down to a vendor, because I have my own blacksmith now. So go buy your vegetables from the fucking pantry guy or whatever. Go buy some fish from the fish lady. And the fish is good too. That'll be good for, some really high health meals or stamina or anything else like that. A couple of the things, Jesus, that the game doesn't tell you, especially when it comes to fish. And I just learned this recently where you can take the fish and there's another option in there where it says like, oh, consume it or whatever. But there's an option in there, I think it says more, and then you can actually fillet the fish and clean the fish. So now you've got these filleted clean fishes that will, for better recipes in for cooking. So I was trying to figure out how the fuck do I get fillets? I didn't even know you can clean the fish. So yeah, you're not doing it a whole lot of times or whatever, just when the recipe calls for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm having a little problem now in the game where on my wheel, like it's not showing all the different dishes that I made. It's only showing like ingredients. So I'm thinking, what the hell did I do wrong? Especially if I'm in combat, man, in like heavy combat, like you want to keep pressing right on that D-pad to keep your fucking health up, but it's only choosing like 60 health. So I don't know if that was a patch or how in the world I even equip some of those meals into that wheel option. But yeah, that's been a little frustrating on that part. But hey, I've got good armor. Again, it's just like a mixed match of armor and different boots and gloves and stuff like that. So, but it's working. It's working pretty good for kind of where I'm at. I haven't had too many problems fighting some of these bosses. Yeah, I think as long as I go up to north of Denise, up to Payloon, that's been a pretty good experience. I think when you start going to the right in that other region, then the enemies are a lot tougher. But I have unlocked fast travel points to the right region. And that's really like, I think I was like farming for garlic or whatever. And so here's one of the good things I was concerned about, Jesus, was I went into this part and I started taking all the garlic, right? And I wasn't getting out of that red zone fast enough. So it'll say theft witnessed, right? So everything kind of turns red, but nobody's coming after me in this fucking farm, right? So I could just keep going and getting all this garlic and stuff. And then what you want to do is, I think if you choose to, then it'll show that region is kind of in red. But if you go to the church in Denise and you can buy like a script of right or whatever the hell it's called, and it's kind of like clearing your bounty. It's basically what it is. And it's like $2. Yeah. So it's really inexpensive, for what's worth if you want to farm for vegetables, right? Yeah. Like really you're just stealing vegetables, but all like in these farms that you're getting like, 30 cabbage or 50 garlic that you really need to make good dishes or what have you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually not that bad. So to clear the actual bounty itself.
Yeah, I got bounties pretty early on for dumb shit, attacking random people and shit. Like, so yeah. Or the one that I learned that I would get a bounty was the easiest way was when I'm riding my horse and I crash through fences.
Yes.
And people would complain that I'm vandalizing shit. So I got a bounty for vandalism. Like, vandalism? What the fuck? I'm just riding my horse through here.
If you run somebody over,
that's kind of neat.
If you run somebody over, it's assault. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's assault.
On your horse, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you do get bounties for like doing dumb shit in the game. That does happen.
Yeah, when you do your fucking force whatever jump, like I've got mine unlocked to 3 times, so he'll jump 3 times. Well, if you do that in Denise and you're too close to the other NPCs, whatever, I think that's considered assault too, because I've like, what the fuck? And then so what happens is you're in Denise, because you can't pull your weapons, but you can use that force jump, I'll call it, and you'll end up in jail. They'll put you in the fucking jail outside. Yeah, and that includes like you're stealing anything in Denise. I'm sure in other regions as well. Yeah. So there's that little like fucking area. It's got the 3 fucking little jail rooms or whatever. Yeah, and then you end up in there, and I don't know. You pay a small fine or something, but yeah, so you got to get caught before you can even pay a bounty. But let's say you steal something, whether it's a recipe, a book, or anything, you get to keep it. So that's one cool thing is they don't take it from you.
That's cool.
So so that's what I've been doing. Just a lot of exploring and research, and I think I've almost completed all the side missions. but I think some of it's tied to the progression of the main story. So I'm probably going to, that'll be my main thing, is trying to keep going through that, because in some of the side missions, it'll say, what are they actually called? But they're kind of like, they'll show like, oh, you've done 5 out of 9, right, of these side missions.
Yeah.
But it only shows the 5. So I'm thinking like you got to progress the main story to get the other ones unlocked. So yeah, but I think I'm getting a little burnt out. I'm ready to just finish the main story, and yeah, I'll probably be done. There's things you can do, like I've unlocked the house. There's a house, Jesus. You know that empty house that's right across the bridge? So you unlock that, you can decorate it, you can put a fish pond, you can put flower. I mean, it goes on, but I don't know. I've got literally a bed, a table, like that's it. Like I'm not living there. I'm kind of just living in the tent, because the tent has just got my bed, it's got a chest, and I'm happy, because that's where you're going to spend 90% of your time, right? Actually in the camp itself, talking to NPCs. There's camp provisions, there's camp missions that I've been doing. So you do want to go out and unlock your other gray mains. So, and I think that ties in also to the main story, because then I've gotten to a point where, okay, you heard a rumor there's other gray mains over here, and then you'll unlock 3. And the next one, you'll unlock like 6, you know what I mean? So you're kind of growing all your gray main fucking soldiers and cooks and whatever else roles that they play. And you can use them send them out on missions to repair a wagon or fucking do gardening or rebuild a house or something. And what's cool about that is, like, let's say you send them to rebuild this house or repair a wagon, that's important to your camp, of course, right? And you're going to get paid for that as well. And things cost money as well when you're doing these things. So it will deduct from that. And you can actually go to that location and watch them rebuild the house or repair the wagon, which is cool. I like that. It's not like just it's happening in the background and in some unknown location. Like, it's actually happening in real time. So yeah, if you need to talk to any of those NPCs for any reason, but you sent them out on a mission, you can go to that location and talk to them, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, and the time goes by pretty quick. So if it does say like 9 hours or whatever, it's probably more like 2 hours, right? So if you just went to sleep for 3, the mission's going to end. It'll be completed, Some are a lot longer. Some are like 18 fucking hours, one day and 4 hours.
I've done a few that are like a day and a half or whatever. I'm like, God damn, that's crazy.
I think you want to, keep doing those smaller ones. I think you can keep redoing some of the farming stuff. And I think it's just building up like your reputation and
Yeah, I think it gives you like
money.
resources for the camp.
Yeah, and if you don't have enough money, Jesus, if you notice when you go to that camp provisions that you can donate money to the camp. So, which is something I had to do because I was like, why the hell can't I do this? Oh, I don't have enough money in there. So I got to donate more silver, to get it actually to actually do the next thing or whatever, either the job or the activity or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So that's my Crimson thing. That's my game of the year, by the way, man. I think, Crimson Desert. Wow. Amazing.
No, GTA 6 hasn't come out yet.
Right? That's November. That's probably why Fable got fucking delayed, right?
That's why it got delayed. That's why.
I was thinking about it later that day. I was like, they're probably,
game gonna release. Dude, if I had a release date for December, and I know GTA 6 is coming out November fucking 19th, no fucking way I'm releasing in December. I'm gonna wait till fucking March.
Exactly, because March. you know that, okay, so this comes out in November, right? GTA 6. And what comes out in December? GTA 6 Online, right? So steer fucking clear until January or February until next year.
Well, then you need time for people to play the game too and get it out of their system.
March.
Exactly,
March is like the earliest I would want to release anything big to just...
any real AAA, right?
That game is going to dominate Christmas. It's going to dominate. Every kid's going to have that shit on their Christmas list.
Yeah.
What was it? Like, I noticed like on the show where they're showing a bunch of the new games coming out. Isn't most of them come out in like September? I kept seeing release date September.
Nobody wants to release. Nobody wants to release in October because they know people are going to be saving their money up for GTA, and nobody wants to release in December for that same reason. I think November, the only games releasing in November besides GTA that are big ones is Godzilla
Gears,
and Barbie.
Godzilla and Barbie. Yeah, those are. Yeah.
Now, don't traditionally like Modern Warfare usually come out in November?
Yep. You traditionally, yes, Modern Warfare always releases in November. This year
Right.
it's releasing like October or some shit.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're sitting clear of that one. Yeah, guys, we moved up the release date to October because we really think the gamers like Call of Duty. Yeah, even Call of Duty
Yeah.
is not fucking with GTA this year. They're like, no, we're not gonna do this.
Yeah, we want those numbers boosted.
Dude,
And
think about it. Think about it.
player
GTA
stats.
6 has been people have been waiting for that shit for a decade now, longer. Fucking GTA 5 came out in 2012, 2013.
Damn, can't believe it. Yeah, it's been that long.
So it's been over 10 years that the game has been out now, and it's still constantly one of the best sellers. By the way, if you own GTA 5, big announcement the other day was that if you own it on console or PC, any console or PC, if the enhanced version is out on that console and PC, you get that upgrade for free, I guess. They said, fuck it, everyone gets the enhanced version now. We don't care. Everyone gets it. So
I can't remember. Was that? Oh, okay. Like if you buy GTA 6 or just everybody gets it for free.
Everybody that has GTA 5 just gets a free upgrade.
Yeah. Did they pay? Was that a charge, Mayo? Do you remember? Was that?
I think we
Yes.
got it for free, didn't we, Jesus?
I thought
I think
it was.
we did. I think we did, but I think it used to be charged.
I can't remember if it was.
I remember we got it for free, but I think maybe it was because we had a certain edition or something. Maybe I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
if you owned it at the time, but I guess enhanced with the online, it would cost normally $30
Yeah.
to get the enhanced version. But like I said, recently, on PC they announced free upgrades, and they also did it for consoles, I think.
All right.
Even though right now on Steam, I'm looking at the fucking store, it says $30. So I don't know. All I know
I
is
can't
that it
remember
was
if you
free
paid for that or not. Yeah. Mayo, I thought you said you paid the $30. I can't remember. I saw you playing it.
I don't think we did. I think Jesus and I both hopped on at the same time. I don't think we bought it.
I don't think I remember. Maybe I paid like $5 for it or something. Maybe that thing where like it's $5 or whatever. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
remember paying for it though. I know
I don't either.
I've bought the game itself like 4 times though. I know that because I bought it on was it the 360? I bought it on that. I bought it on the Xbox One. I bought it on the PS4. I bought it on Steam. So that's 4 times.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's been on that many consoles. If you think about it, like
Yeah, dude.
Right?
It's been on since the 360 has been out.
Damn. Since the PS3 days, or was PS4 out, or holy crap?
PS3, dude.
Wow.
Because yeah. It
That's
released on
insane.
September 17th, 2013 for the PS3 and the 360.
Damn.
And the new consoles didn't come out till November that year. Remember, they came out like
Yeah, and then when they came out,
November.
didn't they offer like the third-person gameplay or something? Like that was like a revolutionary thing. Like not revolutionary, but
first person.
it was the first-person view, right? That they were able to get running on the newer consoles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you could play everything in first person or whatever. You could literally play the whole game in first person,
Yeah, that's insane.
which is. But yeah, dude, it's been on that many consoles. It's 2013, Mayo. That's 13 fucking years ago. We're finally getting GTA 6. That means
Damn.
at that rate, we'll probably get the next GTA in like 15 years. So by then, I'll be, 30, 40. I'll be 50 years old.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
fuck.
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
goddamn. That's old as fuck. Holy shit. Oh, Lord. That's insane, dude.
Gunny will be at the age he won't be able to work a computer anymore. He'll be like,
Probably not.
computer?
Yeah.
No, dude, we're going to have
He's
Gunny's gonna have a chip in his head. That's how he's gonna talk to us. He's gonna have a chip implanted in his head. He's gonna just sit there like a vegetable. Old Gunny.
And drool.
Hey guys, I'm still talking to you through my chip in my head. Yeah.
I'll be sipping my coffee through a fucking tube, and yeah, oh my gosh, crazy.
Can I have your robot assistant carry you over to the computer desk to do the podcast? Oh fuck.
That's okay. I'll use my. You know what? So, real quick before I finish talking about the games I've been playing, like, man, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but my wife does the Chat GDP thing, right? Quite a bit for her college and school, and like she fucking
She's
uses that thing
cheating.
for.
Is she
Yeah,
cheating
that's what
on
I
her
told her.
test?
That's what I told her. I said, "You cheater, you
Listen,
cheater."
universities now have they have like anti AI software that like they run every student's essay through this software, and if the software says this is
Yeah,
like 80% AI, they fucking fail you on it. This guy said
yeah.
he did like I think he was getting like his I think it was his master's degree on something like becoming a doctor or something, and he did a thesis on some shit, and the fucking thing flagged it as like AI, and he failed his class, and the university told him, dude, like you failed, so now your fucking scholarship is revoked, and
Oh my gosh.
now you owe us $55,000, and you don't have your degree.
Damn.
He's like, what? They're like, yeah, you owe us $55,000 for this semester, and you don't have your degree because you failed your class. And
That's
he's pissed.
crazy.
He's like, I didn't fucking cheat. I fucking did my own research. I can even show you like the Google Doc of me writing this out myself. And they're like, no, we don't give a fuck. This thing says you
Oh,
cheated. You cheated. You're fucked. I was like,
that's really
that
bad.
sucks, dude. That sucks. I would be fucking livid because now he lost his scholarship and he has to pay the school like $55,000 to even go back to try to
Yeah.
finish that class. They're like, yeah, we need this money or you can't come back at all. Like, figure it out, dude.
I don't know about any of the children where you live at Jesus if they've experienced it, but I know my kid did in high school where it happened a couple times where he did do a kind of a copy and paste or whatever thing. Yeah, and then the teacher, the human, did catch it. Like, hey, like he got an F. He got an F on those.
You're fucking cheating, you little shits.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Dude,
You get
think
an
about it.
F for fucking copy paste. She goes,
Well,
I fucking know this website. Yeah.
Well, you gotta think about it, like all the stuff that like ChatGPT writes out. All the teacher needs to do is run it through another AI and say, "Hey, is this AI generated?"
Yes. Right.
And the other AI will be like, "Yeah, this is like 99% AI generated or not." I'd be careful, man. Tell your wife to be careful with that ChatGPT shit.
Yeah,
I think
exactly. So
you could use it for like research, but be careful what you copy off of that thing.
yeah. And I mean, she uses it for, I can't even, it just keeps going on, right? With like different things. Like she's taking pictures of everything. Like that's a Japanese plum. I'm like, okay, I just call it a plum, man. It's just a plum. I don't care about the actual name of what it is. And yeah, I guess I know, but like, for example, okay, so where I'm sitting at right now, in this, room, office, whatever, got the camera, got dual screens or whatever. So, if I pan over, you'll see that computer monitor, it's got the wires it's all been disconnected because when she goes to take like her test and everything, light's got to be on. I got to take the headphones that I'm wearing, disconnect those, hide them under the thing. No headphones, no.
Really?
So those pictures you see behind me with the game on, like those are acceptable, but yeah, I don't know. They don't allow a lot of things or whatever that, the instructor,
That's wild.
yeah, has when I'm, she's here and taking the test and all that stuff. So, yeah, like make sure there's no, I don't know. I got notebooks and stuff and she does and Steam decks and printers, but, crazy stuff. But, other than that, other than all that stuff, like I've just been playing little things. Subnautica 2 on Game Pass. Never got into the first Subnautica. Still trying to get into this one. I think I was telling fucking Evan that like I know he really likes the game and like I just got to get past like what I'm supposed to be doing initially. You know what I mean? Like there's not really like a super heavy tutorial on like start collecting a whole bunch of this stuff to upgrade that thing or whatever. So I should probably at least go on YouTube or find some guides that, show me the best way to have the best experience with these games,
For sure.
Because otherwise, right, you just kind of going down and looking at random shit and then you fucking end up running out of oxygen, right? So, and that sucks. Which was normally my experience in the first one. And let's see, Forza Horizon 6, Maya was watching me stream that today. Just kind of started that game. And some Mortar. What is it? Mortar Shell. They got a new demo out. Mortar Shell 2.
Yeah,
I think it's like an
second game,
alpha.
right?
Yeah. The graphics are a lot better. I'll say that. It is a Souls like. So yeah, it didn't take me too long to run into a wall and find these enemies that were killing me pretty quick. So I probably just need to bypass them for now. And yeah, but it's pretty cool. Little I don't know if you have a fucking shield or not, but just kind of sword on most of those enemies is. Oh, looking on my list here, Mayo, I have not played it, but have you been playing any Path of Exile 2? How's the updates going? Have you dived
I
into
have
it?
played a little bit of Path of Exile 2. There has been a new update, and I haven't seen too much of the new update. It's mostly all in-game stuff. So when I would jump back in, I started a new character and was playing through the campaign again,
Yeah.
and gonna work my way all the way to the end game. So I guess there's a lot to do in the end game. A whole new story and some other stuff you can do, I guess.
That's
So
what I'm
that's
hearing. Yeah.
a lot of content. I haven't played it yet myself either. I fired it up. I want to say it was like last week is when I kind of started playing into it a little bit, and I was like, okay. And then I got distracted again. The one game I've been playing like quite a bit, like kind of sucked me in again. So then I got away from Path of Exile 2 again. So, but yeah, I need to hop back in. I created what was a new character that could turn into the bear?
Yeah, that's the one that I've got to level 70 or whatever, and I'm still stuck at that same point of whatever
Yeah,
boss
so
that I've been fighting. Yeah.
yeah, so I made that character and then a druid basically, and then
Yeah.
I haven't really played real deep into it yet though, so that's something I need to check out.
Yeah, I thought I was at the right branch on the fucking tree, of how I've been building that character, but yeah, I have to go back in and do some more grinding on that. Or at this point, since I've been playing so much Crimson Desert, I probably will just go start another new character. That's always the funnest, right? Grind from beginning to end. So
I was hoping they'd introduce a new class with this update, but they did not seem to do that.
yeah. Other than that, Mayo, the floor is yours. What else have you been playing?
So for me, most of my time has been Gosa Yotai. Jesus, I don't know if you ever played much of this yet, but like it's been so good. Like I wouldn't say it's as good as Ghost of Tsushima in terms of story. Like that story in Ghost of Tsushima was so good, because of the whole thing with your uncle and the conflict and all that.
Yeah.
This is just more about like her going on this revenge path, right? And I sunk a lot of time into the game, and I was just kind of like you, like doing all the side quests. And next thing I know, I had like 20, 30 hours in. I'm still in the first area. I'm like, man, I got like progress in this game. So like I started playing it like a lot more just to do the story, and it's gotten really good. Like I wouldn't say the story's like knock you off your socks kind of thing, but the combat has gotten so fun, and then the new like weapons and stuff that you get are a lot of fun. So like as you going through and leveling these weapons and getting some new abilities and stuff like that, it gives you like a lot more options. And the combat is just so good in that game. It's a lot like Ghost of Tsushima, but a little less focused on using the opposite weapon of, like remember on Ghost of Tsushima where you had to like, if they had a staff or something like that, you want to use a certain stance. That's what it was.
Yeah.
This is just more about like weapon countering a little bit, but you don't have to. And then each weapon is pretty cool. Like I have all the weapons unlocked, and I've been playing through the main campaign. And I put a lot of time in this game over like a month. And next thing I know, it's like chapter 2. So I'm like, oh shit, I have a ways to go yet, maybe. And now like they're introducing like guns into the game. So like there's a couple enemies that will have guns and stuff, so you have to worry about that. And then like the last group of enemies were kind of like more like ninjas, Jesus, to where like you could go into a level and they like were like professionals at like ambushing. And so all of a sudden you would just be walking, and all of a sudden they just jump out of bushes and trees and start attacking you. And so you had to learn to kind of like use this like sensibility, and you can kind of detect them hiding in the bushes. But they had all these little scenarios where they'd be hiding, and they would just pop out of the snow and hiding in bushes and stuff, and they'll attack you. And they were hard to fight at first, but I got used to that area, and it became a lot easier. Then you get a couple new weapons to be able to counter what they do and stuff. So then after that, next thing I know, I pretty much you're going after the Yote 5 or 6, whatever it was, and I've killed everybody but the main guy and his 2 sons. and that's where I'm going after his two sons now. And that's where it starts, like showing stuff with the guns and enemies starting to have guns now and all this. And there's been a couple little campaign like plot twists, but nothing too like exciting. Nothing I didn't really see coming or without, not without giving it away. It's like, oh, I kind of seen that, something like that coming. Or I wasn't too shocked. Where like Ghost of Tsushima had something that was way better with, the scenes with the horse and that game was starting to get all kind of crazy and you were going after people and then the way the game ended. This game hasn't really done that. It's just been straight up about her revenge and stuff. So, but it's been a really good game. I'm surprised you haven't played it, Jesus, because I really think you would like it.
I want to get it. I just haven't got it. I don't know why. I really enjoyed the first Ghost of Tsushima or whatever. So it's definitely a game that I will get. I just don't know when. Maybe when they have a summer sale. I think all these companies have a summer sale, right? So I'm sure it'll be in the summer sale. I can probably get the whatever edition fucking for like the regular price or cheaper, and I'll just do that.
There's been a lot of fun things like hunting stuff down, like like side quests would kind of take up a lot of your time if you let it.
Yeah.
And there's this one quest I came upon. It wasn't really a quest, but it's like these basically like these stories. You can track like these like basically like legendary things, right? And you find these like master guys that are like really good. And you basically have to fight them one-on-one, kind of like the old ones you had to fight on one-on-one Ghost of Tsushima. They had that whole little cutscene where it would be like you're just in a little arena with another person. And I can't remember those guys you had to fight. But this one, there's this part, it's a side story. It's like a whole legendary thing where you find these trees and they have like these like flags in the trees. And there's like a person there waiting. And basically you have to kill like 6 of these people to fight the main person. This main person will appear. And when you kill them all, which I managed to do, you go to this mountaintop in this one area and he appears and he is so hard to kill. Like I cannot kill him. Like he just throws so much at you. And it's just like pretty wild. Like I'm pretty deep into the game, I feel. And I feel like I'm really good at the combat and I haven't had problems with too many other enemies. But this guy is so difficult to defend against. He uses so many good attacks against you and stuff and like, blocking breaks and stuff like that to where he'll just hit you with combos so quick and stuff. But I'm trying to beat him, but I've gone back a couple times thinking like, oh, I'm stronger now. I can do it. And I get my ass kicked like every single time. I'm like, okay, never mind. Like this guy is just nasty. Like he's really, really hard to kill. And I'm getting like a really good feel for the combat. And this guy is just so hard to kill. So I'm like, okay, that's going to wait a little bit.
But it's going to be more for end game stuff or what?
Yeah, I think it is. It's something like, and you're going to get like a special armor for that guy. Because I remember there's another guy I killed. And it's like something like the Undying armor. And so it basically gives you like some health on parries, I think, or something like that. And so like you had to kill that guy. Supposedly as a guy who basically couldn't die because of his armor and all this stuff. It was like a legend. And I managed to kill him no problem. And I took his armor and stuff. But this guy is like a when you kill all those other people, those trees, they give you a charm. And when you get to the end, when you get to the last one, when you go up to that tree, you have to equip all those charms that were given from the other people you had to fight. So you kind of had to have those charms on you. You can switch before the fight and go back to what you had, but you have to have all these charms equipped. So it's like a special thing you have to do to bring him out of and stuff. It's just like almost like a hidden boss that's really hard to kill. And so, but I've sunk a good amount of time in that game for like a while now. Just kind of playing it on the PS5 in the living room. And then one of the other games I picked up, like you, Gunny, I've been playing Forza Horizon 6. That game, it's your typical Forza Horizon game. I mean, it's in a Japanese setting, but honestly, like for me, it's not much different than 5 or 3 or 4. It's kind of like the same car. It's kind of like the same cars, right?
Same shit. Yeah, that's the problem with the Horizon series is that it feels the samey on all of them.
I mean, they give you the same cars. Like the menus are the same. So like none of that really changes, right? So none of that feels different. And then they're like, for being a loyal player, here's these cars from the previous games. It's like, okay, I don't want to see cars I had in the previous games. Right. I mean, it's like the major car from each previous game, or like maybe like the cover art car. And so I have all these cars that like transferred over with me, which I can use. That's great, sure. But then it just feels like the same game I was playing before. Like
It
it's like
is, right?
okay,
You're just getting a new environment. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just racing in a new environment, so I get some new races. But it's like kind of like the same game where they didn't. I don't feel like they improved it like significantly over 5,
Yeah.
except for the fact it's in Japan. Okay,
Yeah,
we
and
get
they're throwing
Japan.
down, and they just throw down patches of cherry blossoms, right? I mean, that's what it
Right,
looked
right.
like. Yeah,
I mean, it looks good, right? I mean, it's a better
yeah,
looking game, but they didn't really change a whole lot. And it's got a lot of loading screens. It's kind of another thing kind of bugs me a little bit. It's
yeah.
like Jesus, you get in your car, right? You leave your house and you're like, I'm gonna go do a race, right? So you get in your car and you leave your house and you're driving. You got to hit start and you got to pull up your map. All right, I'm gonna pick this race. So then you back out of it and it gives you thing and you drive over to where your race is at. When you get to the race, you gotta hit X while you're driving. Like you drive up on it, you hit X. Then it loads to another screen. It's like, what car what car do you want to use for this race? Okay, you gotta
Yeah.
pick the car.
What
Then it
difficulty?
goes to a loading screen, then it shows the screen like you guys at the starting line, right? And it shows
Yeah.
you getting ready to get in your car, and it shows your car, and it shows everything. Then it goes to another quick loading screen before your race starts. And then it shows like the race starting. And then you do your
Yeah.
race, you finish your race, it gives you a loading screen of your podium finish, and then after that you get out and you're in the open world again. So it's like a lot of loading screens in between each race. You think you go from race to race to race, you can see 10 loading screens in an hour, if you're doing a bunch of races in a
Crazy.
row.
You know what I think that is? Again, I'm not hating on Microsoft, but I feel like the same thing with the Starfield situation where that Series S with the memory thing. Like I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of connection with that where like hey, they probably went to probably Uncle Phil who was before he got ass canned, right, or quit or whatever. Like, look, we can't get this to work on the S without 10 loading screens. Well, it's got to be on there, man. You got to have it work on the S and the X, and yeah, it's got to work on both, And we're going to put this thing on the PS5, and they're going to have to suck it with all these loading screens too. But that's how it is.
And I don't mind the one where it has like, okay, you go to a race and it makes you pick which car you want to use because it could be like an off-road race or it could be a street race, right? And you got to use the right car in the right class. Fine with that. But then it gives you the loading screen of the starting, it shows a little cut scene before the race, and you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Then you get into the race, and okay, you're fine on the race, and then you get the whole podium thing, right? So the race just doesn't end. It's got to stop, and it's got to show you outside of your car, standing in whatever spot you finished with the other two people in their costumes or whatever they earn or equipped on their
Yeah.
characters, and
Okay,
then you can
but
go back in the real world.
but if you're like me, Mayo, when you choose 3 body types, I chose a dude, Japanese guy with some crazy looking hair, but he's got boobs. So I don't know how that happened.
Gunny's guy,
Right?
he's got this guy over with boobs and a t-shirt.
Yeah. I didn't realize until the game started. I'm like, wait, I got tits. What's going on here? And I chose he, him as a pronoun, man. Or him, her. I don't remember. Whatever.
Let
But
you
he's
choose
got,
a pronoun.
Yes,
yeah,
it
but
does
at least
let
when I'm on the
you put it
podium.
at the beginning of the game.
And I didn't choose any prosthetics at this time. I guess you can choose a fake arm, fake legs, whatever, some prosthetics.
Yeah, I forgot they did let you offer that. Like, I thought it'd be kind of funny if you could do like all prosthetics, so you could get like fake arms and legs, but I didn't try it.
Right, like a robot. Hey, but at least my last game, I think I chose the prosthetic arm, but I think it had like tattoos on it or something crazy. So it looked kind of cool as a robot arm.
But trying to think what else I've been playing. Like, played just a couple odd end games on Steam, but mainly, like I said, it was Forza. Oh, the other one I actually just started playing it today. I went half and half with my son and bought the new Lego Batman, and I played it today, and I'm actually surprised how good it looks, and it's kind of fun. Like it's the whole Batman story, right? And from what I understand, it's kind of like the different characters from all the different Batman movies, from the guys that played the different Batmans and everything, kind of like the Lego versions of those people. But the game starts off with your whole Batman story, right? So like it shows you like real quickly, like with your parents, and your parents get killed, and you go and it shows you like discovering the Batcave. And then after that, it shows you going and you go train with Ra's al Ghul. And then that's where I kind of played through. And then it shows the whole thing where like Ra's al Ghul is going to destroy Gotham, right? And you're like, no, there's Gotham's still got good people in it. And so then you fight him, and then you stop him, and that's where I kind of stopped. And then I get like the full Batman outfit and playing through stuff like that. But it kind of
Mm.
plays like an open world Spider-Man game, Jesus. Like the combat, like they surround you, and you got like a dodge button, and you got an attack, and then
Yeah.
you can also sneak up behind people, and you hit like RB, and it does like a takedown. And so that's been pretty neat. And it's got like different effects on the screen. Like the graphics are pretty good besides being in Lego form, right? Like
Yeah.
the beginning of the game when you're in this one garden, there's like butterflies that are flying like really close to the screen. So it has like a 3D effect kind of going on. Like you see things really close to the screen, and you see things further away from the screen. So stuff's kind of like flying in front of you and
That's
stuff like
cool.
that. So they do some neat like effects in the game and stuff and like that. So it's been interesting. I guess there's a lot of things you can unlock. There's gonna be vehicles you can unlock in the game and different Batman suits and all these other things you're gonna be able to unlock. So I'm curious to see how it is. But so far it's been pretty fun. I mean it's still your typical Lego game, right? But it has different difficulty settings at the beginning. I just left it on classic. So it's basically like your classic Lego game. Just gonna go through the campaign to see what it's like. My son actually beat the campaign already, and I think he said it only took him about 16 hours. So it's not like a long game, but he said there's a lot of side stuff you can go through and collect and find and do and stuff like that. So maybe, but I might just go right through the main campaign like he did. But you can up the difficulty where it gives you more enemies and more special type enemies, and there's a lot more blocking and stuff involved. But it's been pretty good.
I'm not surprised the combat
nice.
is good because all the other Batman games, like I mean, at least the ones that Rocksteady made,
Mhm.
those were all really good. All of them
Yeah,
had
and it's
really good
basically like a
combat.
Lego version of like the newer, like the old Batman games where the combat went. When they surround you, you get like
Yeah,
dodge and you're swinging around people
yeah,
and you're
Right.
punching
those
them and
games had
hitting.
really cool combat in them. All of them did.
And you pretty much have that, except for it's just in Lego now, in Lego form. And you can
Yeah,
throw batarangs at them and like knock them, like off balance or whatever, and then hit them. And there's like finishing moves. You build up a power meter, and if you can make so many like hits in a row, you fill up this power meter basically, and you can unleash that on an enemy. And it's like a special takedown, right? And that's in typical Lego form where it's like a frying pan, or he hits somebody with a fish, and he like suplexes them or he throws them or something like that. It does different things,
yeah.
just to throw some humor in there too.
That's cool.
But
Yeah.
so
So
far,
I'm
it's been
thinking
a
either.
good game.
I know I can't decide either. I want Pragmata or fucking Batman. Like I know it's like two different things, right? But I'm just concerned about like, if I got Batman, like I don't know. Yeah, I'm just curious about combat wise stuff.
And then what we did, we just he bought it on CD keys, aka loaded, and we split the cost. So we
Okay.
paid 25 for it because it was 50 unloaded. And then it is a Steam share game. So since we share on Steam, I just gave him the money, half of it. And so I basically paid $25 for it, and we just Steam share it.
Yeah. I told my son yesterday, I said, hey, or was it, yeah, Sunday. I said, well, he got me a happy Father's Day cake and belated happy Father's Day to everybody out there and you guys too. And yeah, I was like, okay, just get me something on my Steam fucking wish list or whatever. So, but I forgot to throw Batman in there as well. So I do have Pragmata, but maybe he'll get that for me.
That's pretty much all I've been playing. I have seen a game like maybe you guys have seen it. There's been a lot of buzz about this new game. Gunny may have seen somebody streaming it. Jesus, I don't know if you've seen anybody streaming it. Like, I don't know how much streamers you watch or stuff. But that Mecha Chameleon game,
Yeah, I've seen that one. That looks fun.
it looks like a lot of fun, but it's one of those games you got to have with the right party, right? So maybe we could all get
Yeah.
together and play. I don't know if we could do it with 3 people. I don't know what I didn't.
I
I
don't
see it
know
on the
what the
Steam store.
lobby is.
It's only a $10 game, right? But I
Yeah.
didn't see anywhere on the limit like what's the minimum amount of people you need to have, right? Like, could you do 2 people, or can it be 3 or 5, or does it have to be a certain size group? I'm not
Yeah.
really sure, but it looks kind of fun. Gunny, I don't know if you've ever seen it or not, but it's basically it's like a game of hide and go seek, and you take your little character and you can climb on walls and stuff, and then you gotta you stick to the wall, and then you can paint yourself to blend into the background. Then the other people are trying to find them, and they have like a time limit.
I haven't seen this game.
Is
Is it on
really
Steam?
neat. Like, yeah, it's on Steam. It's called Mecha Chameleon. It's like $8.99 or $5.99 or $10.99, I think it was. And but yeah, like you paint yourself to blend in with the background, and it's other people's job to try to like find you, and they basically like, kind of shoot you with like this paint wand thing, and then it like exposes you, right? And you have like a time limit. A lot of streamers been playing it. And
Yeah,
shit like
it's only like
Like I said,
$6.
yeah,
Pretty
but
cheap.
you definitely have to have the right party to play it. Like I feel, but I don't
Okay.
know. I didn't see anywhere where, like I said, where like if we could play it with just 3 people, where one person's hiding and 2 people are trying to find them, or if you know, a certain size party has to be used. I'm not really sure there, but it's something that looks kind of interesting. I thought about picking it up.
Yeah, little gingerbread men.
Yeah,
Camouflage.
basically like that, and you just kind of like blend yourself in the background, and then you can
Yeah.
paint yourself with different paints, and then you're trying to hide, and then the timer kicks off, and basically everybody has to try to find you within a time limit. So they're like searching around this environment, and they got to try to find you, and they just
That's
shoot you. And I'm
cool.
not sure what
Yeah.
happens. But I've seen different streamers playing, and it looks kind of funny. I've seen people like blending in on the ceilings. I've seen people do some pretty goofy stuff with it already. So it looks fun though. But it's one of those games that it's probably going to be short-lived. Like you'll play it for a while and then people get bored of it. But
Yeah.
it's playable on Steam Deck, Jesus. And well, maybe not. It says playable. For explanation.
It just says playable, but that's still good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That means it works. Yeah.
But yeah,
For
this
the
is just one of
controller.
those simple games that blew up suddenly, and then a lot of people have been playing it because of the streamers, right? The streamers can really ones that kind of make it fun, kind of like
Absolutely.
how Among Us did. Like everybody's playing that
Yep.
because everybody's seen it in Among Us, and also streamers playing it, and they're like, "Oh, we got to play this game." But they
Yeah.
sometimes make the game. But
Yeah,
that's
it is
it.
one of the
for me.
top played on the Steam Deck. Mecha Chameleon.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Well, it's news time.
News time.
Biggest news I have for you guys is the Steam Machine Mail. You're a big steamer. We got the Steam Machine news for you this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. All right. We got the price. Mail is finally here. Listen, Mail, I know that you are looking at a Steam Machine and you're like, I really want one of those for my living room.
You want to trade in that PS5 that you don't use,
You're
right?
like, fuck this PS5 hobo shit. I need a Steam Machine for my Gabe shrine that I have in my living room. Yeah, your Gabe shrine.
You know,
All right,
Gabe, you just bought that house for 70 million.
This is where you are wrong. See, my Gabe shrine is in my bedroom.
Oh, it's in your
Ooh,
bedroom.
whoa.
Oh, a big poster of him right above your bed. A big poster of Gabe right there. Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem
Steam
is, I already have a
machine.
TV
He's
in
got the
here, and my
plushie,
computer's already
Gabe
set up in this
plushie.
room.
Listen, a 512 gigabyte model Mail without the controller is $1,049. With the controller is $1,128. But I know you, Mayo, and I know you want the higher end one.
Well,
You want
yeah,
that
we can't have
2
no hobo one
terabyte.
on here. We can't be.
That's right. You want the 2 terabytes. So that one's going to run you $1,349 without the controller. And with the controller, you get one for $1,428. Yeah. You excited?
yeah.
yet?
No, I'm not really that excited, honestly.
He's like, is it going to play
Yeah,
Call of Duty or yeah?
I mean, it's a cool idea, right? But for
Yeah.
in my situation, it just doesn't work. Like
No.
my computer setup, I already have one of my monitors is literally a 55-inch LG OLED. And it's right here connected right here to my left. So like,
Well,
all I
listen,
do
you
is-
can have a Steam machine connected to it, to your left.
Yeah.
And I mean-
See, you bypassed the Steam Deck, didn't you? Right. So you want the Steam machine.
Yeah.
And I literally, just on the other side of this wall, right behind this computer setup, is where my living room is. And so my living room TV is like right there. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could like drill a hole through this wall and then just run a
No,
HDMI
you don't
cable
want to
through
do
it
it.
and
You
plug
don't
it right
want to
into the
do that,
TV.
Mail. You're not drilling a hole to the wall, Mail. You're
No,
gonna
I wouldn't do that. It's not
you're
my
gonna
fault.
you're gonna just buy a Steam machine and put it in the living room because that's the right thing to do. That's a big
It
steamer.
is. That's what Gabe says.
That's the guy says, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't drill
he said
holes
buy
in
the-
your wall. Don't
Right,
buy
and buy the 2 terabyte.
Don't buy a 70-foot HDMI cable.
I wouldn't
Just-
need that. I would literally only need like a 10-foot cable, and I already have one. So,
Listen, you don't need that, Mail. You don't want to do that's hobo stuff. You want to buy a Steam machine and buy the red fabric faceplate and put it in your living room, Mail. That's what you want to do.
And you want
I'll
to
tell
buy
you what
2
I'll do.
controllers.
I'll do it.
One.
Like our little news, my girlfriend and I, she's got me hooked on a new thing. Like it's like once a week now, we go to the casino,
There you
and
go.
if I win some big money at a casino one of these weeks,
You're
then
gonna
I'll go
buy a
buy
Steam
myself a
machine.
Steam.
Okay, there you go.
You want
Yeah,
two Steam controllers, one for your PC for being the big steamer, and then one for the Steam machine in the living room.
listen, man, I'm looking at the Steam machine. It's not good. I mean, reviews here are saying that it performs pretty much like a PlayStation 4 Pro, if you remember those.
There's a fucking 10 million of those out in the world, Jesus. So don't hate too much on that PS4 hobo shit, okay?
Listen,
Not everybody can afford a PS5 at this point.
listen. If you have a PS4 Pro, then you have a machine that's probably as powerful as this Steam machine. Compared to they compared this. They said, I mean, is like
it's not really
even a base PS5 is going to run the performance better. But like, yeah, this is a Steam Deck without the
Yeah.
screen. In my
I guess the
opinion.
only what the caveat is bringing your Steam library to your TV is
Yeah.
really the only thing
And they
you're going
like
for right there.
people are saying like if you already have a gaming PC, just buy a long ass HDMI cord. It's gonna probably run better than this
See?
fucking
What I
thing.
tell you,
Yeah.
That's the consensus here. Most people are
buy a
saying
drill
like,
bit, drill through
yeah,
a wall for $10, run
Get a
that cord through it,
sledgehammer.
you're
Yep.
good. You can patch the hole,
yeah,
right?
yeah. People are
Just
saying,
hammer that
like,
shit.
yeah, just they're saying just buy a big ass HDMI cord and run it to your TV if you really want to play your games on a TV from your PC because this thing apparently like it's still a Linux based software, so it doesn't like you know how all these games like Battlefield, Marathon. I don't know if Marathon requires it, but I know Battlefield and Call of Duty do. And GTA Online and Apex and Fortnite and PUBG, they require that kernel security fucking shit.
Yes.
Apparently
Yep.
that's only available on the Windows OS shit.
That's correct.
So
Yeah.
if you have a Linux based software, you can't run these games at all. Like they just will not work because the
There are going to be
MPEG
so many people that are going to, I'm telling you, I've said this before where, well, I don't know, like maybe people are smarter than I think as to, before they actually make that purchase, like, oh, I can get that or whatever instead of a PS5 or,
it's
because
just,
it's,
to me it doesn't
but it's
make
a
sense.
PC and I can play my Call of Duties on it, but you can't.
But you
cannot.
can't. And it's gonna run worse than like you're better off buying the $800 PS5 Pro at this point. That's what people are saying. Like if you have a choice, Mayo, and you don't have a PS5 and you don't have a fucking whatever PC, and you're like, okay, I want to get
Hey, you're
one.
like brand new when you want to get into gaming.
Yeah.
Is this what you're saying?
Yeah, yes. Okay. So you're gonna buy a PS5 Pro over this because the PS5 Pro runs games way better than this on a TV.
Yeah.
Way better with the 4K upscaling. This thing can't even run certain games like close to 4K. Like they say, yeah, it's a great like 1080p 60 machine. It can run a lot of games at 1080p 60, but once you go into the 4K shit, you're gonna be knocking a lot of the settings down. They say even Cyberpunk at the Steam Deck settings doesn't run as well on this like it does on the Steam Deck.
Well, it's only 16 gigs on the memory, right? That probably makes a difference, right, Mayo?
Well, what's on the
He's
Steam
playing
Deck?
with his dog.
On the video memory?
Yeah, it's only 16. So what's that going to affect, versus like a regular PC or whatever, where the standard for the PC is 32.
No, this thing has 16 gigs of RAM with 8 gigs of VRAM. So
Oh, so
Yeah,
that's like your video RAM. So like 16 gig of RAM is pretty low in most standards anymore. Most of us run 32.
yeah,
And
VRAM
then
is
like
really low too.
yeah, your VRAM, like anymore, you really want to have around 12.
Yeah.
Like,
10. I mean, I have 10 in mine, and some games is like struggling, bro. Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
So I couldn't see 8 being any better.
Yeah,
Like, I don't. Who is this machine for? That's my question to Steam. Is like, why now? Why at this point? And like when everything
They get
is
too
so
confident
expensive.
with the Steam Deck, I think. And they're like, we're gonna bring this thing back. We're doing good with the Steam Deck. But like you said, who is it really for, right?
It's not for the PC gamer.
So Yeah, that's a good question because I think we could safely say it's not for the three of us for sure. We all have gaming PCs, right? And we like to play
Yeah.
some of the multiplayer stuff. You guys do, where I'm not into the Battlefields and Call of Duties, but so yeah, that's kind of out for the Steam Deck or the Steam machine. But I don't
So
know.
you
Like
can't play
it's not for the
multiplayer
masses,
games.
that's for sure. Yeah,
I mean, I guess if we look at it this way, right? So we build a PC today, right? We're probably looking at 2,000 to 2,500 bucks.
Yeah,
right.
Probably 1,000 of that is going to be video card for us, right? So if you take
easy.
that $2,500 we build a PC for, 1,000 of it, you take that 1,000 off, that knocks it down to 1,500. So really, you're probably getting a little bit of deal on hardware, like you're getting a baby GPU in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it is
Yeah.
a little bit of a cheaper intro, I guess you could say. But I don't remember, like, I haven't watched much on these things, right? Can you upgrade them? Like, can you add a better card to them
No,
down the road?
they say you
that
can.
Good
The
question. Yeah.
only thing that's upgradable on them is the NVMe, the SSD.
Yeah,
on it.
see, so then you're stuck. So what happens down the road when new cards start coming out and these things start becoming obsolete? You know?
Right.
I mean,
Good
if the
question.
Steam Deck, if they continue supporting the Steam Deck, and a lot of these companies keep supporting it, it'll be relevant for a while longer. But at this price point, the Steam Deck is not going to be relevant much longer, right? It's too expensive, and this thing is expensive. Like, what? My question is, who the fuck is this for? I don't know who it's for,
Yeah, I
dude.
don't know. Right. Because I'm just trying to think of somebody who there has to be somebody that's like, okay, I'm not into Call of Duty, right? I'm not into but I do like a lot of the smaller indie titles. I do like the AAAs that I can play that did not require like a Battle Eye or something. But that's not the majority of us, right? It's just a small audience.
Yeah, and it's not like those people are gonna play that shit on a Switch.
Right.
So I'm thinking it's for everybody that, that really likes the Steam Deck, maybe. That
But
plays it
who
quite a
is
bit.
that? But like, who is that? Man, like, I like the Steam Deck. It's a cool little machine. It does a lot for what it is.
Yeah,
But
and not
would I
every
pay
game is
$1,000
verified,
bucks?
so you're not playing.
That's not doing the same.
Yeah.
That does a different job than what your PC does. Where this
It's probably
does
only
the same
playing half
thing
your
PC does.
library. Yeah, it's probably
Not even-
right because every time I
Not even
get on
half. Yeah,
the,
like
you're
I
you're
can't-
correct. Like, well, if
Yeah.
you got smaller titles, then probably
yeah,
half.
yeah.
Triple A's, not everything is certified, not everything is playable.
Shit doesn't
unless
run
you're-
correctly.
You're gonna have to be. It would have to be somebody who's like definitely very tech savvy. So, for example, I'll give you a great example, right? Just like the Steam Deck, just like the Steam Machine, Crimson Desert. I was playing it a little bit today to kind of see how it runs or whatever. And again, I'm not running any. I'll just call them mods or whatever. There's no FSR mods. I don't have a Decky plugin loader, or whatever. Because anytime there's an update for the fucking Steam Deck, guess what? That thing's getting deleted off of there. So
Yep.
I have to reinstall Decky Loader or whatever, right? To kind of, and Decky Loader for anybody that's listening, it's just like different things you can do and, to kind of get your frames up and, bring more, more fucking power to the game or whatever, just to get a smoother experience. And there's other things out there like Decky Loader, but keep in mind every time, there's a bigger update and we go to the fucking, fucking Steam software 3.8 or whatever. It's all getting broken, so you have to keep redoing it. I don't know. You really have to tinker, so that'll be the same for the Steam machine because it's just a Super Steam Deck, right? Unless they come out and say, hey guys, all these like play 007 and, and all these other titles that we had before. And they're all going to be not only just most of them will be playable or whatever, not so much Steam Deck certified, or Steam machine certified, so it'll probably just be on par with everything else. And I don't know. Yeah, it's just for a small audience, I think. Play a few Steam games.
With this stuff being so expensive and stuff, Jesus, I do have a question for you, right? So the other day I had a commercial like pop up on me, and there's a local store here in Columbus that has like refurbished electronics, right? They have PS portals for $99.
Whoa.
How do you like yours? Like what was it new? Was it $199 new?
Yeah, 200. Now they're up. Now they're 250, aren't they?
Jeez.
But yeah, I can pick up.
I need
Basically like a refurbished or like a used one or something like that,
Yeah.
and they're like $99.
It's cool if you want to play your PS5 titles away from your couch, like you say you want to play in your bed while you go to bed. It's kind of cool. But if you have your PS5 in your bedroom, doesn't make sense.
I don't,
But
but I mean, my bedroom's not far away. So it's
yeah,
not.
but I mean, like, it's a cool device for that type of shit. It also does like the streaming, like you can stream shit without turning on your PS5. And you can stream like nowadays, like it'll say on there like stream the PlayStation library, but it'll also have your library on there.
But you
And
got to have Plus for that, right?
yeah, you gotta have like the premium plus one for that, I think.
So
Um,
something was kind of lame. I canceled my Plus a little while back, right? Because I'm just trying to save money.
yeah,
My roommate moved out. I'm paying everything by myself right now until this lease is up. And I canceled my PS Plus. Well, the other day I went to install NBA 2K, one basketball game. And I
yeah.
thought playing like a basketball manager aspect of it would be kind of fun. And I can't play any of the online modes because I don't have PS Plus anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, son of a bitch.
That's a
Like all I
bitch.
can do is a quick play thing. You can't do anything. I can't do the my character mode, and I can't
I
do
don't what?
the
Yeah.
what do you call it? Like we basically like manage a team. I can't do any of that unless I have the
That's
PS Plus.
crazy.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Because I kept trying to
So
have seen it like connect to network, and it kept telling me I have an error. Then they're like, I was looking at the new one. I'm like, maybe there's something wrong because the one I have is 23, right? And so
yeah,
I was like, okay, maybe I need to just get the newest one. Maybe their thing isn't, like their server is down or something. And then when I looked at it in the store, it's like PS Plus required to play online. I'm like, I bet they're not gonna let me have that unless I had PS Plus. Like
yeah.
I can't play the My Career mode because I don't have PS Plus anymore, which is kind of lame. Like,
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, no, so yeah, but it does pull up your library. Say like, hey, do you want to stream this? And you can just stream like I can stream like Crimson Desert without turning on the PS5. So yeah, for all that stuff, it's cool. It's a cool little handheld, and the screen looks great. I mean, it's a 1080p screen, I think, but it still looks good. I mean, it runs
no, and
good.
it's
Everything's
small,
cool.
right? I mean, when I say it's small,
Yeah,
it's not real big. You know what I mean? So 1080p
yeah.
is going to look fine on that small of a screen.
Yeah, it's a
Like
small
so.
screen, but it is bigger than like it's it is a bigger screen than my Steam Deck, and it is like yeah, so it's bigger than like what a Switch is. If you remember how big a Switch is,
Mhm.
it's a bigger screen than that. It might be as big as like a Switch 2. I don't know how
Yeah, I was thinking Switch too. I've
like it
seen them
might be
before.
that
Yeah,
size.
nice size
Yeah,
screen.
for
Oh,
$100, it's really that's pretty cheap, dude. Like
I
that's
do want to
kind of
pick one up.
crazy
They
price.
had
Yeah.
PS5s as well. I can't remember what they advertised them for, but they had PS. They had a whole bunch of electronics. You could buy like laptops and gaming
Yeah,
systems and everything else for like decent prices, from what I remember seeing.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's a steal for $99 is pretty good price for that. Said it gives you access to remotely play your library wherever, and even if you're away from home, I mean, whatever you go somewhere, you take your shit with you, and then you can just play your Portal from like away from your house. You connect it to your PS5. It turns on your PS5 at home, and then it play whatever on your PS5 from a different location. So it's pretty cool for all that type of stuff. And I've used it away from home. I've used it like we go to like California and stuff, and we've been down there, and I've used it on Wi-Fi, and it works just fine with the whole like uh, streaming it from the home over there. It works fine. So yeah, it actually I was like, kind of impressed last time I was over there and I was playing a game on my PS5. I'm like, I'm kind of impressed how well it runs. I mean, yeah, there's some artifacting sometimes on the graphics because I don't know, like maybe the way it's rendering them. I don't know. It's weird, but it kind of goes away really quick. So like if you're not bothered by that much, you'll be fine. Yeah, I would say the Steam Deck is probably a smoother experience in terms of like running a thing by itself without connecting it to the internet. But the problem with the Steam Deck also is, like I said, the price. It's outrageous. I would never ever have paid $1,000 for a fucking OLED Steam Deck. That's just fucking crazy, dude. That
Yeah.
that's just to me that's just a crazy price. I can't believe it's that much now. Like
Yeah.
that's insane, dude. Like how much is the regular one, the hobo one? Is that one like 600 now or what? Did they go up to?
I can pull it up. I know there was like a pricing that like they all got like their price increases, but I just wanted to say like I've been thinking about this use like now that I've seen the price on the new Steam machine at whatever it is, 1024 for the 512 gig,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's just where we're at now. So I feel like, okay, I was expecting 1,000 as a base
No,
price, you know?
that's not where we're at, man. Like that should not be normal, dude. Like, like,
I know
no,
it's not
it's this all this
normal. Yeah.
AI bullshit that's causing all these fucking prices to drive. Eventually it's gonna happen, right? Where
Yeah.
these companies are gonna realize they're spending so much money on AI. Because right now, the reason AI is blowing up is because all these companies, Google, fucking Meta, fucking Chat GPT, was the other one, Anthropic. All these
Yep.
AI companies, Nvidia, all of them, they're all letting. Right now, the reason AI is becoming so popular is because they're selling their AI to like big corporations. Like they go to like Walmart and say, "Hey,
Yep.
look, if you install our AI software, we'll give you a discount on it. You get it for like $30 a month." And Walmart's like, "Fuck your AI, but $30 a month. That's pretty. What's the normal price?" Well, normal price is like $150 a month, but we're gonna give you a discount because we want new users. So you're gonna get a $30 price for whatever amount of months. And they're like, "Oh fuck yeah, we'll do it for $30." And then these companies are doing it, and they're using this AI, and they're like, "Yeah, we're saving all this fucking money." Yeah. Guess what happens when these AI companies are like, "Hey, now you owe us $150 a month." All these
Yeah. Well,
fucking Walmarts and shit, all these fucking companies that are switching to AI shit to do their fucking task or whatever the fuck they're doing for them, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck? What do you mean I gotta pay that much now?" And
yeah.
they're gonna be
It's
like,
like
"Yeah,
it's
you
like the
have
new
to.
drug dealer, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
you
you're in,
have to.
man.
You have to, bro. I mean, if you're gonna shut down your operations, this AI runs all your shit now. You're gonna shut down your
Exactly.
operations. No, you're gonna have to pay us $150 a month now because that's
Yeah.
how much it costs now.
Per
And
register, by the way.
yeah, and these companies are like, "What the fuck?" They're gonna get hit with a big slap in their face when they realize how much they're gonna be paying for this AI shit in the future, dude. Yes, they might be saving money by firing 40% of their staff and switching 40% of their shit to AI. They might think, "Oh, we're saving all this money by not having to pay these people's health insurance and fucking PTO and fucking vacation time."
We're
AI
gonna keep
never
your
takes vacation.
Jesus, you know when you go in, you buy that big barrel of cheese balls. We're gonna keep that at 10.99, okay? But we're gonna fire all the fucking people that used to work. They used to like I want to say
Yeah.
stock shelves, but you kind of need those guys. But yeah,
Like these companies don't realize eventually all this shit's gonna come crashing down. It is. Right now the AI revolution, whatever bullshit they call this, it's out of hand. It's gotten out of hand.
I
It's
feel like
out
we
of
haven't even
hand.
reached the eye of the storm on this. But yeah,
No,
I feel like the
never.
crash is still years away on it. Not
I,
many years, but
I don't think so. I think it's gonna happen sooner than you think, and I think it's gonna really affect all these corporations that have switched over to AI and decided to fucking run AI shit. It's gonna
yeah.
fuck them up because they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" When they get hit with the big fucking price, like, "Holy crap, we have to pay this much."
Yeah, and
Like,
think about this too, right? When you have all these new AI data centers, what did we used to call them? Like we had a different name for them. But anyway, like that all that energy cost and yeah, the I understand you're not having a lot of humans around. Maybe at first, right? For the building and you
yeah,
know, shit part, but after that it's going to be one guy sitting in a fucking lawn chair, out front. Just make sure the power stays on, and the water and the fucking lawn's garden. But yeah, like other than that, that's just going to run itself. But it still costs a lot of money, right? Still
yeah,
costs
it's
a
gonna
lot,
cost a
and
lot of money. Like, yeah, AI is insane, dude, and people are gonna keep spending money on this AI bullshit. It's all gonna come crashing down. It is.
yeah,
Because people are gonna get A, they're gonna get tired of it. B, they're gonna fucking be like, "What the fuck? We're wasting all this money on this shit. We're gonna go switch back to human workers because human workers are cheaper now." That's what it's gonna fucking
yeah,
affect a
yeah.
lot of
Right?
shit.
We'll become the
Yeah, it's gonna
cheaper
happen,
labor
dude.
than fucking
The
computers and
crazy
robots.
part
But
is that Jeff Bezos was the other day. He was like at a fucking, I forget what fucking shit he was at. He was doing some fucking talk somewhere on stage, right? and they were talking about the AI shit, and they were talking about how like AI is using up all our resources, natural resources like water. And he said, "Well, if we have to sacrifice the regular people having water for AI to become better, that's a sacrifice we should make." It's like what? What? And he said, "It's for the greater good."
The greater good of
we make
his
AI
fucking new yacht.
Yeah, he's like, we'll make AI so much better that it's for the greater good of things. Like,
And he probably
shut
just
the
got
fuck
back from
up.
Gabe's new $70 million mansion.
Shut the
Asshole.
fuck up, fucking asshole, Jeff Bezos, you dickhead. You're fucking worth like fucking $300 billion, you asshole. Yeah, of course, it's easy for you to say. Now, when the normal person can't afford fucking water because their fucking AI data centers are using them all up, like, what the fuck is
Now
wrong
I gotta
with
drink.
these people,
I gotta
man?
drink fucking Coca-Cola to stay hydrated, man.
Like
Damn
people,
it.
like, and people were applauding at this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, these dummies.
And
Like, this guy literally said, "I'm willing to starve you people if my AI gets smarter." Yeah, you people don't need
crazy.
food. Fuck
You
you.
mentioned the data centers. We keep getting more and more of them here in Ohio.
Yeah,
Like I just seen a thing the other day that like
Wait for your
we had like
energy
no
cost.
say, right? Like
Yeah.
the state of Ohio just allowed like another big tax break for another like data center to be built, and we're just like our water bill and our electric bill keeps going up and up and up because we're the ones that have to
Yep.
pay for it all.
yeah.
And it's just like it's just crazy. Now they're like building another one, and so it's just like
Yeah.
we
Or
got
you
them
know
all
it, man,
over
you're gonna have
here.
a new nuclear fusion fucking reactor behind your house just to pay for all that shit.
Yeah,
You see
and
the
then we
new
get
thing?
I'll make the rest of your hair fall out, by the way.
notification from
Okay.
our electric provider, like due to high demand, your bill is
Yeah.
going up 25% this year.
High
Yeah.
And then
demand.
a year later, it get approved again for another 25% hike.
Yeah, they
So
try
it's
to
like,
pass one
oh
here
my goodness.
in Oregon. PGE tried to pass I think it was a 22% hike, or no, it was a 29% hike for price increase, and the state said fuck you, and they were like, well, how about like a 20% hike, and the state was like fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, good, I'm glad.
Ohio approved it. They're like, okay, we think it's okay. And so like we've had 2 price hikes
It
in
won't
the
have an
last 2
impact
years.
on other people's pocketbooks. Oh,
That's the
our
fucked up
citizens
part.
are
Like,
rich. Yeah.
I said, yeah, like in the town that I live in, Mayo, the city I live in, I live in a place called Hillsboro, right, in Oregon, and in this place, it has like 50 data centers here because Intel headquarters are in this town, right, the headquarters for Intel. So there's like 50 data centers here already, and they're building like fucking 20 more of those motherfuckers around here because of this fucking AI bullshit, and like they don't even know that they have the infrastructure for the power grid to be able to support the 15 extra, 20 extra data centers they're building. They're like, yeah, we're just going to just build them and then we'll turn them on when we upgrade the power grid. What the fuck kind of logic is that? So you're telling me you're going to spend like however much money to build a fucking empty ass, ugly ass, fucking square warehouse building with no windows, and you're not going to turn it on until the power grid gets upgraded, which is when? Nobody knows when.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
what's the point of building the fucking building then, you idiots? And in my head, it's like, this is fucking stupid.
But hey, you gotta give kudos to, is it, oh, I don't know if Bill Gates has anything to do with it. What was that article that they were taking 3 Mile Island? Isn't that located in the state of New York or
Yeah.
New Jersey or something?
Yeah.
Like where they're going to take that and modify it to the standards of 2026 with some kind of, a nuclear reactor, basically, like a smaller one, right? It's not going to be this massive thing how we built them in the 50s or 60s, whatever. But yeah, but that closed due to some shit going down and not run properly. And, we're not looking at a nuclear fallout, but yeah, I think Arizona's looking at the same thing, or
Yeah.
crazy.
To me, it's crazy. I don't know. But yeah, apparently this town, because of Intel being here, it's like North America's major hub for like internet. I didn't know this, but apparently like all the power lines or the internet cables that run across the ocean, right? Because everything, if you guys didn't know this, it doesn't go via satellite over the fucking skies.
I actually
down.
knew this. Yeah, I know it runs down South
Everything-
America.
Yeah, it runs to like a big ass giant fucking cable, like think of like a long ass extension cord mail that runs all the way to Asia, all the way to like fucking China or something.
Hawaii too. Yep.
And like, yeah, these giant fucking cables they put under the ocean that run across the ocean all the way to Asia. And I guess all of them for most, like, they say like more than like, I don't know how much. I think it's more than half, even more than that probably. All come to this one town in Oregon from the fucking Asian, like, Pacific Ocean connection of the internet runs to this town. So they said if anything ever happened to this town, say a fucking nuke went off or something here, more North America would be fucked for internet. They wouldn't have internet for a long fucking time. Like, a lot of people wouldn't have internet. Pretty much the whole West Coast and like the Midwest would be fucked completely from internet. They wouldn't have any of it. Like, all that shit would be gone in like a second, Gunny, like gone.
Yeah. You know, Jesus, I was.
That's fucking crazy. I'm like, what the fuck?
It is.
That's not one town. Where you think they would spread that shit across different areas? No, they all
Right.
just ran.
Yeah,
all just ran to one
pack
town.
one area, right?
So Jesus, the town that I used to live in for 20 years recently. So we went, and it has the Coast Guard there. But you know how they come from different places and they go around some part, even parts of even around the world. But yeah, and then he was telling me, he goes, yeah, like I would do the tour of fucking going down damn near Argentina. And they kind of go back and forth all through international waters and, you know, but a lot of partners, right? Well, they got big fucking data cables that they just want to make sure that fucking pirates are not stealing the fucking cable, you know? And I was like, really? He goes, well, you know, amongst other, you know, drug smugglers and cable stealers. And I'm like, cable stealers? What? Yeah, they'll
Those
fucking dig the
cables are
cable up and
important.
take all the copper out of it. Yeah.
Those cables are important as fuck. Like they said, like so many trillions of bytes of data run through those cables consistently, like all the time. That like they said, if that was to be disrupted at any point, like the economy, everything would fucking go.
That would affect the
crashing.
stock market. Yeah. Especially for
Big
Asia.
time. Yeah, they said the economy, like the internet, a lot of shit would just fucking fail to work. It would just be like a fucking shit show for the like half of the United States just would be fucked completely. Like no one would know what to do. Like I'm like that's kind of like a big flaw in our design. I'm like that's like the biggest flaw I could think of. Like
you can't really cover that, can you? That thousands of miles of cable, along the ocean. Yeah,
let's just run everything to one town, guys. Hey, guys, you ever want to take down our entire country? Just rip up this town. Just fucking drop a bomb here or whatever, or fucking rip this cable out of the ocean, and you're good. You fuck up half the country doing that.
Take ransom.
That's fucking nuts.
But anyway.
Anyway, Steam Machine, overpriced bullshit.
Yeah, so Jesus, here's the kind of the lowdown on it is let's see here. Just going off of the Google stuff here. So that 512 gig, I think if you're on Steam for $789 for the 512 gig, the 1 terabyte is $949. So we can sell our Steam Decks right now, Jesus, for more than we actually paid for them. I think they were like what, 583 or something at
like
one point.
580. Yeah, I think mine was like 580 something, like
589. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
but
it's like 580.
That's nuts.
589. It was under 600. I know that.
So it just so then it shows the refurbished models because that's on the OLEDs because they're not even showing. Okay, so they got an LCD here. This is the cheapest one, 64 gig for $279. So I don't even know if they're still making the LCD Steam Decks or if they're offering them. If not, you got to buy a refurbished unit.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Like to me, that's all crazy as fuck. You know what I hear is going really crazy right now, too, guys? You know how Toy Story just came out, the new one, Toy Story 5 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know how in the movie they have like the lily pad as like the toy that like replaces all the other toys or whatever. I guess people that have those toys, like the lily pad toys, I guess now they're reselling their lily pads for like hundreds of dollars because of Toy Story 5.
Because people want them for the kids that are seeing Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good. Yeah.
People want them for their shit, so they're reselling it for like a lot of money now. Like they're reselling for like hundreds of dollars.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good to be a collector.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know if you'd be a collector just having like one of those fucking toys. Yeah, that might be like a big Christmas toy. I guess I don't know. Maybe I don't fucking know. In other news, though, it's one more news. Steam Machine is overpriced. Don't fucking buy it. That's my verdict. More news. GTA pre-orders are up. All right, listen here. Pre-orders will go live on June 28th, but there is no price yet. Says here a French retailer has listed the game at 89.99 euros. If you translate that to American dollars, Mayo, to real Mac dollars.
Yeah, the real money over here.
Yeah, real true money.
Benjamins.
It's about $100 for the standard edition. So yeah.
That's a rumor. I don't know. I'm still not thinking, aha, yes, they're going to be the first ones with a AAA game, in the standard realm of things to start charging 99. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them, but I think it'll still be the standard 69.
So they're saying, okay, with the 1-to-1 conversion, this comes with the regular edition would be posted around $90. But they also have 4 other editions of the game. Well, I guess they have, 4 other editions above the $90 one that are posted on their website. One is $100, one's $110, one's $120, and one is $200. That's probably the collector's edition.
Yeah.
So it has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different price points.
$200 is kind of pricey. You think about for one game. That's
unless you're a real fan.
Think about it though, Mayo. When GTA 7 is releasing in 15 years, and I still have that collector's edition sealed
what do you think it's going to be worth?
It's going to be worth like $1 million then, Mayo. Okay.
And you bought it like 7 times and like different consoles already.
And you get shark cards.
I have the Switch 2 version, the
PS6
version.
Steam Machine version, the PS,
the one that doesn't run.
Steam Machine, Steam Deck version. You'll have the Steam version. You'll have a different version for all over.
Yeah, but then I'll have my collector's edition. I'll have my collector's edition sealed up. Deck. Yeah,
like you gotta buy it twice.
Yeah, so I gotta buy the.
And keep in mind, Rockstar does have a launcher now, so there will be a Rockstar launcher version.
That's after it comes out on console, though. You gotta buy it on the console first.
Yeah, of course.
They'll come out with the Steam version or fucking PC one next year.
Or the official Rockstar launcher version. Bullshit.
So they'll have the Rockstar one.
You're already buying it twice, Jesus. Are you ready to spend $400 on GTA?
Hey man, listen, this is not spending, this is an investment, Mayo. Okay? This is my retirement plan right here. Okay? Listen, when I'm retiring at 50 years old, Mayo, because I sold my collector's edition for $2 million, you're gonna be like, damn,
how are you gonna sell it if you buy a digital version on Steam?
Well, I'm gonna buy the collector's box at GameStop. Where do they sell these things? Best Buy, GameStop. I'll go somewhere. The Steam one, I don't know. That one is, I don't know how I'm gonna do that one.
Sell your whole Steam account because it has it on it.
I'm talking about collector's editions, Mayo. All right, I'm talking about the box you get with the cool gun or whatever they put in there. I don't know. What do you think they'll have in the? What did the last one have? I don't even know what the last collector's editions had. This one must have something.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Probably a little paper map that you can hang on your wall, or
like the game, and all you get is more DLC.
Poster.
There is no DLC. They don't do DLCs for these games.
Well, they'll give you maybe we don't know this.
Well, they didn't do any for GTA 5. Remember they were like promising for GTA 5. Oh yeah, we have story DLC planned. And then as soon as GTA Online came out and that shit blew up, they're like,
no need for it. Yeah.
About that DLC, we canceled it. Yeah, fuck you guys. There's no single player DLC for GTA. We don't care about the single player. It's all about this online shit.
All right, guys. So question. The game comes out here in the greater North Americas for $89 USD. Are we buying it day one?
Dude, I'm buying it June 28th. Fuck yeah, I'm buying it.
Pre-order for $89 and you only get to play the single player for the next 30 to 40 days or whatever.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm buying it.
Come on, that's expensive, Jesus. That's too expensive.
I've waited.
Buy a day one.
I've waited 13 years for this. Yes.
Yeah.
I will buy it.
That'll be a day one. It's a yes.
Damn right.
What about
yes.
you, Mayo? Day one, $89?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Even Mayo.
Worth it, right? It's worth it.
13 years of a wait, yes, it's worth it. Damn it, you.
It's
like the next Skyrim.
It's not James Bond, game here.
Nah, this is not no James Bond bullshit. This is a real game, okay? Listen, when the next Skyrim comes out or whatever, the next Elder Scrolls, I'm gonna do the same fucking thing. Because I've been waiting, what? Fucking Skyrim came out in what, 2011? It's been fucking...
You were in grade school then.
Yeah, it's been fucking 14 years since that shit came out. Like, it's been a long fucking time, dude. All right? 15 years now. Fuck. It's been a long fucking time. Anyways, in other news, the Ubisoft co-founder, Claude Guillemot, died in a plane crash.
Guillermo, or is that how you say it?
Guillemot? I don't fucking know. Whatever. You know who I'm talking about. The guy died, all right, in a plane crash on June 19th. It also left another person dead. I think it was the pilot, who was 70 years old. Claude himself was 69 years old. And yeah, he died in a plane crash. I think it was a private jet or a private Cessna or something that he was flying in. It was coming in for a landing. Something happened. It didn't land. It crashed. And yeah, he passed away. So that happened.
Yeah, remind me to never buy like my own private Cessna plane and fly it anywhere. You always hear stories.
Yeah, people are always crashing in those fucking things, dude.
Yeah, those things they're always landing on the freeway or a country, or usually somewhere with a lot of traffic. Or
it's always these fucking little planes that are crashing. I don't trust that shit. And more news. Roblox has made the news again, but this time for a good reason, Mayo. There is a shooter on there, okay, that you can play on Roblox. It is a multiplayer first-person shooter. It's called TTK, Time to Kill. As of this article, it has been played over 7 million times. This is a new game from Sable Digital, who is a duo of Roblox developers who go by Pop-Tart Noah and Canyon Jack. The first version of this game was published in April, but it blew up in a big way last week after clips of its realistic death matches went viral. What you will be surprised about this shooter, Mayo, is it does not look like a Roblox game. I know you're thinking, oh, one of those little blocky games. No, Mayo, no, bad Mayo. That's not what we're thinking about here. This game looks like a legit, like, Call of Duty fucking shooter with gun animations, multiple different types of weapons, reload animations, and it looks like a straight up FPS, dude. And it even has like, I think they even remade like some levels from like the James Bond game, the 007 game from like the N64. There's some levels from that. There's levels from other known shooters that are similar to other maps from other known shooter games. So yeah, right now it has only a free-for-all deathmatch mode. So like you go in there, it's a free-for-all. Everyone kills each other. But they plan... and right now you can only like pick like pre-made loadouts, so like the shotgun guy, the sniper guy, so it's like a pre-made class. You don't make your own class, but they say they were just testing this to see if it was become popular, and it did. So now they say they're going to add a team deathmatch mode, a co-op PvE mode, and a story-based mode, and custom classes and stuff. So they're like pretty much going to turn this into like a shooter.
Yeah, I watched gameplay of it. It looks pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty good.
I would say just from watching it, like, it looks like the camera. You know, they do need to do some work on the stability on that part, because it kind of almost looked like they're almost like in a VR setting if you go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, they said that it's like a floaty camera. So they said they took inspiration from Ready or Not, but they also took inspiration from shooters like Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was thinking Ready or Not is what it looks like.
And that game Body Cam. But they said that Ready or Not was like the one game that most people are comparing it to because it looks a lot like Ready or Not in terms of the graphics. But yeah, apparently this runs pretty good on everything that runs Roblox, and it's really playable. So yeah. This thing can literally like run on an iPhone. Like that's I mean, Roblox, you know, it runs on everything, dude. So
iPad, any tablet, nice little shooter.
Yeah, if you're interested in playing it, it's available, man. I think I want to download Roblox just to test this shit out. Just so I'll check it out on my phone or whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It might just be available on PC right now because I saw where you can just go to that tdk.com or whatever, get a Roblox account, download it.
Yeah, they say right now the only way to spend money on it is for a 400 Robux supporter pack, which grants you some profile effects, and it's pretty much a tip jar. They said that they don't have like any microtransactions on it or whatever. Like they don't have like anything like, hey, pay us $10 to be able to play this, or like no, it's a free to play game. And they're saying that they're just trying to get players to play it so they get feedback and more just notes on what they need to improve or whatever. But it looks solid, dude. The gameplay looks
it does.
So I'm excited to see what these guys can. But like at this point too, like I'm also wondering like if this game becomes really popular, does it really belong to them or does it belong to Roblox company?
I would think Roblox, right?
Because it's on their platform, right? They made
it is. You need a Roblox account. Yeah.
So yeah, so like does
if it's like what do you call that?
Like,
freeware or
like at some point,
like it's not really
to me. I guess the question is, at what point does Roblox step in and say like, "Hey, we own this IP and it's ours, and fuck you. You're not making any more money on this. We are, and we're taking it from you."
They could do that. I don't think they would, but
why wouldn't?
Yeah, that would depend on negotiations with profit wise. If they start saying, "Oh, you know what? Use your Roblox cards to buy cosmetic items or whatever." Which again, that would, I'm telling you, the Roblox community, there will be millions of dollars involved with that, right? If this game really takes off, like
yes,
yeah. But I can see a 50-50. That would probably work better. Yeah. Seeing how they probably didn't spend a lot of money in development, it doesn't sound like they did. Or
well, I don't think they would have. They used all the Roblox shit to make it, right? Like,
yeah, they'd still make millions off of that 50-50 percentage, right? It just in cosmetics, right? Because that would be the whole incentive to, hey, can we,
the better deal would be to just say like, hey, look, give us a good deal on this, and we'll just keep making games for you guys. We'll make another shooter for Roblox. We'll just keep making random shit for Roblox and make good games that kids want to come play.
Right. Give us volunteer developers or whatever.
Yeah,
right? So they're not paying for it, and then they'll fucking make more shit for the game.
Yeah, make more random shit that'll make them more money. I'm sure Roblox will be in on that.
Hell yeah. They make enough money already.
If Roblox is smart, they'll play it smart. They're not going to just, I don't know. Some companies do stupid shit. So hopefully they don't just go in and say, hey, we own this now. Fuck you.
Take over.
Right. We're trademarking it. Yeah, all that shit.
This is ours now. This is our fucking shooter. You didn't make this. You made this on our shit. This is our shooter. Yeah, hopefully they don't do that. But you never know. Some of these companies like that Lego company that
that's what I was just thinking about.
Lego, but that Bricks and Minifigs place.
We were talking about this before we recorded, but yeah,
they make some stupid fucking choices. I'm like,
it baffles
me. Like, it really baffles me how bad some of these PR teams don't know how to handle shit. Probably because they don't have a PR
department. They were putting out stuff. They were putting out some bad PR stuff. Like,
dude, that whole video. There was a whole YouTube thing that I watched of the fucking chief of police of that town, giving like an explanation of apology or whatever what happened. I'm like, this is so bad. If all the comments on that video are like, you fucking idiots. Like,
is that the one where he was like really soft spoken?
Yeah,
like you could barely hear him.
We had an event occur. We were to speak about it. Yeah, he's like whispering in the fucking microphone. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, do you think like some ASMR shit's gonna make people like think that you don't do nothing bad? The fuck? It's really weird. Yeah, I was like, that's the fucking chief? I'm like, that's crazy, dude. A little soft-spoken whisper boy. It's the fucking chief of police over there.
And that like blew up so much for me, it became hard to follow, right? Like, I've seen it on some videos where I've seen like the original Reckless Ben stuff, and then I've seen some other stuff, but then other people started covering it, right? So like, I seen stuff from Asmongold, and then all of a sudden I seen like these different lawyers things picking up. He's like, I represent Reckless Ben in this crazy Lego story, and I'm like. So I'm watching it on there and I'm like, okay. And so now it's like I don't even know where to get my news anymore, right? Like, so it's just like all over the place.
Yeah, he unfortunately though, like I said, he posted a thing saying that he got like some fucking court order that he cannot talk about that company anymore or mention anything about it, like on any on his on any of his social media. They said if you even mention us, you'll be breaking your fucking whatever order or
And I guess
whatever.
it kind of threw me off too, is because like a lot of times when we hear stuff like this on YouTube or whatever, the story is already like concluded, right? But this is like
Yeah.
ongoing. Like this is
Yeah.
not like happened
Yeah.
like
I
2 years
remember
ago.
people. I
This
remember
this is
seeing
still
that
going
fucking.
on.
Yeah, I remember people posting that fucking sign on Facebook. They were like local. They were like, "Hey, I was in fucking Salem, Oregon, and this fucking store has this weird sign hanging on the front of it. What the fuck is this about?" I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What the hell?" And that's when I found out about it. I'm like, "Holy fuck!" There's a whole thing about this. I'm like, "What the hell?" And I started like watching this shit. And I'm like, "Holy shit, this is wild, dude."
I thought it was funny when they not to bring too much of it up, but like when they made their company and he named it Bricks and Minifigs We Steal from Old People, but he made
Yeah.
the Bricks and Minifigs the slogan and the company name was We Steal from Old People. like I'm like, what the heck?
That's so smart, dude. I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. I would be so mad if I was that fucking CEO of Bricks and Minifig. I'd be fucking livid, dude. I'd be like, what the fuck? How is one guy destroying our fucking $400 million company right now? What the
And didn't
fuck
they
is
shut like
going
most of
on?
them? Like aren't most of them getting shut down now? Like
A lot of them are, dude. Because
yeah,
they can't
they've
get
closed up.
business or they're like, people are scared. They're like, fuck, dude, fuck this shit. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I watched the Asmongold one that Mayo sent me, or us. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, that's all I have for news, fellas. And I think that's all we have for the show. I appreciate you joining us, guys, listening, or girls listening, or whoever you are listening. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you coming, Mayo and Gunny. And yeah.
We enjoy being here.
Yeah.
Wish we could do it
Hopefully
every week. Wish.
Okay, well, hopefully we get together next week and then do another one.
Hell yeah.
We'll shoot for the stars and see where we land.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right,
Anyway,
guys, let's go play some games.
Yeah. I need to play some Crimson Desert for real. We're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. You can find me at everything as Jesus Walks a Lot. Yeah, just find me everything. Jesus Walks a Lot.
Go find me as Gunny Chief. I'm Gunny Chief on mostly everything except for my PS5. I got to get that dusted off now. Get some Ghost Yotai going.
Yeah. I'm going to
HGP _ Gunny.
Yeah, you can pretty much find me on Discord. Find me as the Mayo on Discord or the PlayStation Network, or on Steam.
All right. Well, anyways, we're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Have a good one. We're out of here. Bye.
Bye.